everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you be ballin' too. I know you seen us fallin' through. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it. Cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's greater haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch ass. You can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bread, you talk to the head. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper in women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, man. Fly you down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought it was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fight. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, keep the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops straight go. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. foreign. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleed. I can squeeze and leave a nigga bleed.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. I put the link in the chat. You can hop up here until Dr. Key get here. She said she's gonna be a little minute, but tracking 327. Salute, King. Peace and blessings to you. Salute to my brother Juju Line in the building. Shalom, Rod Walker. Peace and blessings. The Miss Barbara D. Hope everything's well with you, Queen. Hope everything's well. My man, all things big AMCFSG, Miss Joette. How you doing, Queen? Salute to everybody right there. The rest of y'all, I comment as y'all come in. Salute to everybody, though. Hope everybody having a wonderful day today. What is it? Tuesday. Yep. So, shout out to my nigga Brian the King Falcone in the building. Salute Big AMCFSG in the building. Salute. But, which one we want to go to first? I know Key got her own stuff she want to talk about, but, have y'all seen Hamza Shiraz hand rap? Y'all notice that they cut off his right hand rap, right? Well, he kept that left hand rap the whole time. Busy in the building, salute. I knew I could be here today. It's a Shakur. Shakur is in the name. I knew I had to come through. Salute to Busy. Long time no see, my brother. But if y'all go back and look, Hamza Shiraz, first off, Hamza Shiraz is an orthodox fighter. Hamza Shiraz is an orthodox fighter. Did y'all know that all the shots that Hamza Shiraz hurt Edgar Berlanga with was left-handed shots? And you know, being an orthodox fighter, your right hand, big Coach Nason, Emmanuel Carter in the building, salute, King. Don't y'all know that an orthodox fighter, their power hand is their right? But Hamza Shiraz, every time he threw that left hand hurt Edgar Berlanga. Every time. And then I seen a picture of the left hand. It looked like that shit was raised up, like bridged up and everything, right? And notice they cut his left wrap off. But he kept his right hand, they cut his right hand wrap off. But he kept his left-handed wrap all the way to the locker room. They never cut it off. And why is that? Why is that? Like, when did you start having all that power in your left hand? Like, I've seen Shiraz drop motherfuckers with that right. You know, he an orthodox fighter, but that nigga left was on point. And we can't say that Berlanga some slouch, because I've seen Berlanga take shots from Canelo, everybody. Jay Dixon, salute, my brother. Like, Berlanga has taken some shots. So for you to put that man down with that left, it's just questioning. It just raises some questions. Orthodox fighter, that left hand looked real dominant coming off the cuff. And he was coming off the cuff with the left. Miss Barbara D, it did it. And the funny thing about it, they never unwrapped it. Usually at the end of the fight, they cut the wraps off. They cut off his right-handed wrap. Why they ain't cut off that one? But you know, one thing I can say, Edgar Berlanga ain't said shit though. So shout out to him. But like I said, that was a suspicious ass rap. I didn't understand it. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But Shiraz, it reminded me of the Margarito shit a little bit, dog. Because he was booming. He was booming on that shit. Like, he was booming on Edgar with that left hand. Yeah, Miss Joette. what a lot of people talking about is, Hamza Shiraz is right-handed. He's right-handed. He's orthodox. And like whatever hand you is, that's what hand is your power hand, right? But this man was able to hurt that man with his off power hand. His power hand wasn't hurting, but his left hand, every time he hit that man with that left, he was rocking him. It was like that man had something in that I'm not saying he's cheating, but nigga, you were hitting that nigga with some shit. Like you was hitting that nigga every time you hit him with that left. Berlanga head was looking like motherfucking Miguel Cotto versus Margarito. And Turkey a la shit. They wasn't taking no chances from that Carlos Adames bullshit. They said Adames done blew the bag already. And you know something, Miss Barbara D? You're supposed to. Like that's how they caught Margarito with the Sugar Shane shit, right? Because they asked for a rewrap. But Edgar Berlanga, his team, they probably looked over the raps and everything and was like, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't look like he really got an experienced team. And Edgar Berlanga, how he is. So he ain't got no veterans. Because if so, they definitely was supposed to damn check the motherfuckers, especially the way it was raised up. Like, them shits was raised up. Exactly. Like, them shits was raised up on each individual knuckle. Damn right. Leonard Ellaby told Madonna, like, hell no. They said, ain't no pad in that shit. They said, we not about to do that shit. And see, that's why you got to have an experienced person in your team. Because if not, you go out there like Miguel Cotto. His team let him get beat by motherfucking Margarito. Sugar Shane team was like, oh, hell no. Let us get a rewrap. And they found them plastic cat. They said, hell no, nigga. Hell no. That's why you got to have somebody that's ready. That's prepared, that motherfucker that does their job correctly. You want somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing and knows how to do that job. And all things, Shiraz probably could have, bro, because that left hand, he was scoring. He did what Canelo couldn't do, and he moved up. He just moved up. But, like I said, I thought Hamza Shiraz was a 175-pound fighter anyway. I don't know how he was making 160 any fucking way, to be honest. Yeah, that's gonna be Canelo's last fight on that damn on that contract, because Canelo got the Bud fight, then the Shiraz fight. That's why I'm telling you, Bud don't stand a chance versus Canelo. Turkey just put him up there to get that nigga lost and get him out the way. That's all the fuck that shit is. It's just to get that man a loss. And make sure y'all smash the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button for your boy. And if you can, get 5 people to support the grind for the day. Can we get 5 to support the grind? But yeah, clenbuterol versus Snack. Well, Rod Walker, it could be that. But Eddie Reynoso got that motherfucking carne de asada. He got that good shit too now. Don't think Eddie Reynoso ain't got some shit cooked. He said needle versus needle. Yeah, that shit crazy though. But like coach in high school used to say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. So if you ain't cheating, then you're not trying to win. That's what they say. Shame. When have Arabs like this? When have Arabs like black people, man? I mean, it sounds good. I thought Deontay Wilder was their boy too. Did you see how they set Deontay Wilder up for the failure? They set Wilder up for the biggest fall. And Wilder failed. You know, shit. Wilder thought them boys was his friends. Just like they tried to set Devin up with the Ryan situation. They was trying to set it up. It just didn't go the way they thought it was going to go. Exactly, Shane. Bud think, I don't know what the hell. Well, you remember Bud thought that getting paid guarantees was better than getting back end money, Shane. So, Bud one of them dumbass country niggas that think they smart. But when the motherfuckers right there that slow as damn shit, you like, all right, bro. That's the way that shit is. But like I said, that's why I say Turkey had Hamza Shiraz with the damn motherfucker with the damn raps. Then he had that nigga that David Morrell was fighting. This nigga just got popped for PEDs a couple months ago. Like, that's why I say when motherfuckers be fighting on Turkey's cards, motherfuckers be getting upset and shit because they don't be motherfucking damn searching. They don't be testing the motherfuckers over there. Like, that shit crazy as hell. Like, when you fight one of them damn Turkey fighters, you fighting a damn super soldier, really. That's why if you know when Turkey came into the game, it was a lot of fucking upsets that popped off. It was a lot of upsets. Like that Jared Anderson shit. Like, come on, man. Like, it was a lot of them. Like, but, it's the Wild Wild West over there. They ain't really governing shit like that. So, it is what it is. But enough of that right there. I've been seeing some of these channels. These Shakat fans and everything, right? Boy, the Shakur Stevenson fan base are going crazy. I seen Shakur Stevenson even take a picture talking about MJ and Kobe. It was him and Floyd Mayweather. Like, nigga, you are not no Kobe. You're not even Tim Hardaway, my nigga. Like, you're not even Timothy Hardaway or Scottie Pippen. Compare yourself to Kobe. Nigga, you a BJ Armstrong. If that. Like, this shit crazy as hell, because, like, this man went out there, he fought Zepeda. Okay, good. Zepeda had you on your goddamn... Your daughter even told you what she thought of. Dad, he almost knocked you out. He almost knocked you out, Daddy. Like, damn. And one thing about it, motherfuckers is sitting there saying that Shakur Stevenson is a better offensive fighter than Tank Davis. And I'm like, this is the same Shakur Stevenson that doesn't have every punch in his goddamn arsenal. How can you be a better puncher, a better offensive tactician than a man that has a 90% knockout rate and your shit is under 50%? Now, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? When a motherfucker say that they are offensive juggernaut, Richie L, salute my brother. When a motherfucker say they are offensive juggernaut, you think of shit like if it was football. If motherfuckers say they're offensive champions, do you think about motherfucking the greatest show on turf, the Rams? Or you think about Randy Moss and the damn Vikings? Or motherfucking Randy Moss with the Patriots? You don't think about the Chicago Bears. You don't think about Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're the ones that did it with defense. You're not thinking about the old Baltimore Ravens. That's not what you're doing. When you think about offensive juggernauts, you think about motherfuckers that can score, that can put up numbers. Shakur's under 50% KO rating. So his offense, opening LD, my brother, salute King. So his offense is lacking because he's not getting into that end zone. End zone is when you put a nigga out and send him to the shadow realm. Shakur's not doing that. So how could they fix their mouth to say that Shakur is a better offensive fighter than Tank Davis? Like the delusions of grandeur. Like this shit is crazy as hell because I'm wondering like, okay, you're saying Shakur's a better offensive fighter than Tank. Okay, what criteria are you using to say that Shakur is a better offensive fighter than Tank? Is his hands faster? No. Does he have more power? No. Is he more accurate? No. Does he throw more punches? Yes. He throws more punches than Tank Davis because Tank Davis is crazy accurate with it. When you accurate and you have power, you don't have to throw as many shots. So he checks one box out of 5, and that makes him a better offensive juggernaut than Tank Davis? Like, I be wondering, like, what the fuck do these people be thinking? Like, the shit be crazy as hell, man. I just be like, all right, bro. Y'all got it. You can't even argue with these motherfuckers, bro. Like, you can't argue with them. Oh, did you see? Shakur fought the #1 ranked person at 135. Javante has it. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan was ranked #1. So they whoop on Devin. Bruce Gas and Jazz, salute, King. They talk about Tank ain't never fight a #1 person. Like, he fought Ryan Garcia. That was #1. He fought his mandatory roller. He fought Frank Martin. Frank Martin was ranked up there. Like, motherfuckers is crazy as hell. Like, I'm trying to understand. But Shakur, he fought Zepeda, got put on his ass, almost put on his ass, the ropes held him up. Now, if his offense was so great, then he would be knocking out more than just motherfucking chicken fried rice and people that work day jobs. You feel me? He's beating on padlocks and chicken fried rice. That's the only thing he's stopping. He's stopping to-go orders and construction workers. And shout out to my brother Planet 619. Brother, the nigga slipped. If the ropes wasn't there, he'd have fell on his ass, Planet 619. They supported him. They did support him. But like I'm saying, I'm glad Shakur won because now we can get the Tank versus Shakur fight. I need that fight to happen. But like I'm saying, for the people that's sitting there saying that Shakur is a better offensive juggernaut than Tank Davis, like, that shit's asinine. That's like saying the 2000 Tampa Bay Buccaneers was better than the motherfucking St. Louis Rams in scoring when they had Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk. It just doesn't make the same. Brian King said the rope supported them. Yeah, they supported them. Yeah, Planet 619. I'm not taking nothing away from Shakur's victory. But I'm talking about people like this man, he talking about like Showbiz the adult. He says he got now this is the same motherfucker that owed me $1,000 now. This motherfucker say he got Shakur obliterating Tank. Shakur is the best offensive boxer out there right now. Like, this is the same motherfucker that betted me on the damn Anthony Joshua fight and ain't paid me my money yet and blocked me. And he owed me $1,000 goddamn dollars and then he gonna block me. Same motherfucker that thought Anthony Joshua was gonna beat Dubois. Shout out to the beautiful Miss Ashley Corner. Salute to the queen. Boxing Guru, salute to you as well. But this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not taking nothing away from Shakur. He's a champion. He's been a champion for a long time. He's an Olympic medalist. You feel what I'm saying? But to go out there and why even put one down? Why we can't say, man, this is the fight between the top at 135. We got Shakur versus Tank. Pound for pound, number one, number two on the motherfucking 135 division. Why we can't big up the fight like that? Why it has to, Shakur about to destroy Tank. Shakur ain't destroying nobody that wasn't a motherfucking damn, I'm just saying. If they wasn't a motherfucking construction worker or a motherfucking chicken fried rice, they wouldn't get destroyed. And Planet 619, I explained that. I sat there and said, Tank has better speed, more power. He's more accurate. I said Shakur just throw more punches. I was checking out. I was checking off each block for the offense. That's what I was doing. I was checking off like offense. Gervonta Tank Davis has more punches in his arsenal than Shakur. Shakur can't throw every punch in the motherfucking book. Shakur can't. I've watched him. And power is a main component of offense because that's like you running an offensive play and you can't go deep. You ain't got no receiver that can take the top off the defense. Then y'all gonna be playing. Everybody gonna be playing in front. Like they're gonna have the safeties down. They're gonna be checking for the run, and they're gonna be bumping running coverage because they know can't nobody take the top off. But Gervonta Tank Davis can take your top off. So now you got to guard against that deep shot. If you understand metaphor speaking, like you got to worry about that power. So that makes his offense that much more daunting. And he can run a fake reverse and hit you with a halfback draw and still put you on your ass, if you know what I'm saying. Just like I feel like Shakur has a better defense, but, Tank, I feel like he's lazy on defense. I feel like Tank is lazy on defense because he knows he has that equalizer, and sometimes he just want to walk a motherfucker down, which I feel like sometimes you shouldn't. Sometimes he gets behind on the scorecards like that because he knows he got that equalizer. But yeah, what I'm saying is you got motherfuckers like, and I don't know how a motherfucker like Showbiz the Adult can become so big in boxing. And I see this other boxing channel that be using a voice robot. It's called Boxing News or whatever. And they be sitting there making more. They be making fucking damn fake ass shorts and shit, lying like hell on the shorts, not even understanding the situation. And the fucking damn crowd is flocking to these damn shits and looking at this shit. And I'm like, bruh, that is some bullshit. Like motherfuckers be sensationalizing boxing. And this shit don't even fucking be real, dog. Like it doesn't even fucking be real, and motherfuckers is motherfucking damn taking that shit for what it's worth. Hey, Planet, and I believe you on that because, like they said he hit harder than Terrence Crawford and Boots Ennis. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that, and for a motherfucker that small to be that explosive, motherfuckers don't understand that shit, dog. They don't understand that shit. But see, that's the shit I'm like, and then like Showbiz, now that he's with the Zone, he's pushing their propaganda and shit. And he's pushing that shit. And it's hard for the real motherfuckers out there. But yeah, smash that like button. I still need 5 people to support the grind for the day. Can we get 5 for the day? And the only reason Showbiz got all these, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I don't care if he reports me or not. The only reason Showbiz got all those fucking subscribers is because that nigga Charles Edward Cheese. Y'all know the motherfucking nigga that be getting the LDBC guys or the Rainbow Community. You feel me? The Rainbow Community. And shout out to my brother, the Boxing Novus, in the Cash App with the $5 holler. He say, I just hit the like button. And that's my brother right there, the Boxing Novus. He always come through. Appreciate you. Salute Lee Jackson in the building. Just need 4 more people to support. But yeah, Charles Edward Cheese gave Showbiz a Rolex, right? Gave that man a Rolex. And he auctioned this shit off on his, for subscribers. You feel me? Got the subscribers, and he was giving away the Rolex. And then he gives away them big ass money things that he get from the bet thing. And then he be giving people all these bets, but the damn betting that he betting is house money, so he's not really fucking real. Hey, play the 619. He got a steak dinner too. Tube steak, damn it. He got a tube steak dinner. Trust me. Charles Edward Cheese is not giving shit away for free. That nigga be sitting there courting them niggas, dog. He be flying them niggas out and shit to his weed dispensary. I know, because I spoke to him before. I was cool with him. Mike Rhymes, salute. I was cool with him when I was cool with Blue Blood them, but I'm dead ass Planet 619. I'm not gonna lie about it. You know, I used to be cool with Blue Blood and all them. You know, we was all Earl Spence fans and everything. Like, we was all Earl Spence fans and everything. Charles Edward Cheese was gonna help me with my page. I mean, hell, Blue Blood and Fernando helped me get monetized. Exactly, Oakland. You see when he be dropping them damn $999 super chats? Shout out to the Jam Queen in the building. Charles Edward Cheese hit Blue Blood with like $3,000 super chats in a row. And Blue Blood be like, yeah, there go my guy. Yeah. I'm like, shit. He letting Blue Blood know. You know what time it is, shawty. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Blue Blood see that $9.99 pop up, that Blue Blood go crazy. And it's actually kind of crazy. Like, I'm like, why is this man sending you $1,000 super chat when he can just send it to you on Cash App? Because that $1,000 super chat, YouTube gonna take 600 of it. Or they're gonna take at least 500 of it. Because see, that's where I got into YouTube. I was like, bro, like, hold up. A1 Hoop in the building, salute. LaMarcus, salute. Like, the YouTube takes over 50% of your super chat. So I'm just like, okay. But Blue Blood don't care. You're like, yeah, that's my guy, Charles Edward Cheese. CEC. And I'm like, shit. Salute to my man EJ20 in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to the UK. But yeah, the motherfuckers do that shit. The Butcher, salute. They do that shit right there. And like, he was like, he helped me with my page and everything. You know, Box. Nah, most times they cut it off. And why they cut off his other one then, Box? If that's the case, why did they cut off his right hand? They cut off his right hand, Box. The link is pinned right there, bro. The link is pinned. And Miss Jab, you can hop up here too. I don't know where Key at right now. She says she in the meeting. But I got the link pinned. But yeah, that motherfucker didn't cut the shit off. You know what it was. And make sure y'all smash the like button. Still need 4 more people to support the grind for the day. But yeah, Charles Edward Cheese, bro, like, he be flying Blue Blood and all them niggas out there, bro. He be flying them niggas out there, whining and dining them niggas. letting them smoke for free out there at his weed dispensary. He got like 2-3 weed dispensaries. He got money. He just like me. He be flying them niggas out. Shit. Hell, he done met with Bill Haney too. Shit. Y'all know what your boy say him and Diddy was in the pool. I mean, you know, he probably, I don't know though. I can't speak on that because I don't know. I'm just saying what the dude on YouTube with the messed up eye, the snitch guy that everybody be talking about. What's his name? Charleston White. He said him and Diddy was in the pool. Oh, Tom, I'm talking about how Charles Edward Cheese used to fly them damn LDBC niggas out. He used to fly them niggas out everywhere. I mean, he did shit. Niggas get flew out. LaMarcus Robinson crazy. Nah, he using the LDBC as back page, LaMarcus Robinson, but not all of them. I'm just saying, like, you know, he's one of the high members of LDBC, and he always flying them niggas out there like shit. Hey. I mean, you know, some men can pay for what they want. You feel me? Shit. He got it like that. I mean, that's what he chose to do. I mean, shit. But with that being said, I think the Shakur and Tank fight, you know, is getting that much more bigger. They could probably have this fight at the end of this year. But what Shakur needs to do, everybody's saying Shakur is a free agent now, right? If he's a free agent, then he doesn't need to sign back with the zone down. But I mean, Planet, you see what kind of world we in, man. We in a different type of world, my brother. Some men want to fly out. You know, shit, I don't know, bro. I can't even rationalize it. But hey, that's what some niggas want to do. I mean, you know what? You see what Diddy been doing, Planet since one night. Diddy was flying niggas out. You see, Diddy told 50 Cent he want to take the nigga shopping now. You see, Diddy wanted to take 50 shopping. So we know how them niggas do now. Y'all know how they do. He wanted to take 50 shopping. 50 was like, nah, I can buy my own clothes. Be wary of a nigga trying to do something for you. But I don't think Shakur said, they say Shakur's single. I mean, not single. They say he free agent. I don't think Turkey gonna let Shakur go right now because Turkey got him the Williams Zepeda fight, and that done made the fight with him and Tank that much bigger. And we know Turkey, he's shitting on Instagram models trying to get to that thing. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Altruistic in the building. Turkey shitting on hummus, trying to get a piece of Tank Davis. And shout out to the beautiful Miss Jab Queen.
What's up?
What's going on, Ty? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Chilling.
So what you think of the fights over the weekend?
Oh, I loved it. Except for the fact that Amanda Serrano actually got her ass with this
time. Okay.
And remember, I said Shadeja Green was gonna get the upset.
Yeah, I'm happy for Shadeja. That's one fight I was really happy that she won. But to me personally, I don't really think she's ready for Clarissa Shields.
Nope.
Shadeja Green has a lot that she needs to work on. First of all, she get in a damn ring with a leaky ass gas tank already. I don't know what she got going on, but she definitely needs to work on building up that stamina. And a couple other things.
You want me to tell you why she'd never be a good match against Clarissa Shields?
Why?
Shadeja can't fight on the inside. And see, that was the main reason why I said that Shadeja was going to beat Savannah Marshall. Because, hold on one second. Yeah, I think Tank Shakur would be bigger than Earl versus Crawford, DZ, because I felt like Earl versus Keith Thurman would have been bigger than Earl versus Crawford. Crawford ain't really got the fan base, and plus they stalled it out a little bit too long. But what I was gonna say is, what was I just saying at the time?
You were saying why Shadeja Green can't
yeah. Like Franchon Cruz showed you. If you get in close with Shadeja, she doesn't like that inside action. She don't like that inside boxing. That's why, I said she was gonna beat Savannah because Savannah's 6 feet tall. Savannah not trying to fight on the inside either. So that gives Shadeja time to extend her shots and let her power ring out because she a bull dyking and she like to get her power off. She can't fight on the inside.
I don't know what that has to do with any damn thing but that has nothing to do with nothing. That has nothing to do with anything.
What?
That girl's sexuality has nothing to do with.
You never heard of Bull in the Ring?
Oh my God! All right, so anyway,
have you ever played? In football they used to play Bull in the Ring, right?
Okay.
You never wanted the motherfuckers to get close to you. You got to pop them off of you.
Stop it. Well, since it's another girl, you thought she'd like the inside. Anyway, I'm not going there with you. Listen, what you think of Alicia's performance?
I thought she got her ass whooped.
I don't think she got her ass whooped, but I definitely she now I don't know if it's because she's new with Derek, right? Like she just left Bill.
Now she been with Derek for about a year or something now.
Yeah, but this is her first fight with him, isn't it?
Second, I think.
Well, anyway, she's been out of the ring for a while due to her suspension, but I want to see, her in another fight before I can say she not, what she thinks she is. But overall, that Shadeja just stole the show to me. And the first fight, was it Ellie Scottney?
You talking about Shardika? Oh, I thought you talking about Shardika.
I'm talking about Ellie Scottney and Mercado. I'm talking about that fight. I don't know how the hell Mercado was a champion because Ellie put head, shoulders, knees, and toes on that ass. But that was a pretty good scrap too. And then the main event left much to be desired, man. Like I don't know if she was too afraid of headbutts or like too worried about the headbutts, but that fight, man, Amanda should have got in there. I don't know. They was like scared to touch each other. I don't know what the hell was happening in that main event.
Man, I thought she just aged overnight. I said, yep, she's showing her age now. She's showing her age now because that fight.
And I don't know what the hell she was jabbing at. But I don't know. I really wanted her to win, so I was kind of sad she didn't. I mean, 3 goddamn times.
If it would have been close like the other ones, Jake was gonna make sure she won it. That's why she was a favorite. She was the favorite for the fight. But Jake couldn't make that shit happen, especially with the shit that just happened with him and his Chavez. Fight.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? I think Amanda won that fight. One of those fights she won. I can't remember if it's the first one or the second one.
I felt like she won both of them. I felt like she won the first 2.
I don't think she won both of those. But I know for sure she won one of them and they robbed her. I can't remember if
they robbed her the last one. And the first one, the second one, they robbed her for real. But the first one, that should have been a draw at least.
But yeah, I felt bad. I really wanted her to win, man. I really wanted her to win.
Well, at least she ain't
Now,
got to go against Lisa Bumgarner now because the winner goes against Bumgarner.
well,
So that
at
means
least
Katie.
she wants Katie, but I don't think she needs to get in there with Katie.
She beat the shit out of Katie.
You think so?
Yeah, it's weight classes for a reason.
I don't know.
There's weight classes for a reason.
Alicia Bumgarner will beat the shit out of Katie Taylor?
Yeah, because Katie Taylor going to have to move up to fight her.
I didn't realize they were so damn little.
Yeah, Katie and them, they like 7 to some pounds below them. That means she got to come up in weight like Amanda had to come up for her.
Yeah.
That's why
I don't know. But
that's why I said Bumgarner put the. Yeah, exactly. She'd be teeing off on Katie ass. She ain't fighting a girl her size either time. She gonna be trying to knock her goddamn block off. Here, but this.
I don't know. What'd you think of Saturday's card?
That's what we was talking about. We was talking about Hamza Shiraz ain't cut off his motherfucking left hand, his wraps for his left hand and everything. And I was also talking about how he was an orthodox fighter, but he kept hurting Ergo Berlanga with that left. Like his power hand is his right, but that left kept scoring.
No, I don't want to put stuff on people. I don't want to accuse nobody of nothing, but I definitely noticed that as well. And it just looked like those were the punches that were like really hurting Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't know. But poor Berlanga, I hope he bounces back. But this is what happens when you've been getting soft touches basically your whole career.
Man, his whole career was
for this.
Like, didn't he have like 16 first-round knockouts against cab drivers?
And I said if it goes past 1 or 2 rounds, Berlanga might be in trouble because he's not used to going that far, except with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw the press conference and I looked, I was like, I hope that Berlanga is focused because Shiraz looked like a damn sleeper. Like he was sitting here to do some shit that we ain't ready for.
Bro, he was a sleeper cell, man. I heard that nigga holler, Hamdulillah. And he came in there and was bombing on that nigga, dog.
Listen.
He holler Hamdulillah and started bombing on that nigga.
In the ring when he fell down to his knees, that nigga said, Hamdulillah, we getting Turkey money.
Oh shit.
I ain't messing with you, but I was like, look at him. That was like his last chance too with I think with Turkey. So I'm glad he was able to pull that off because who knows what they would have done with that nigga. They would have threw his ass in a dungeon somewhere or something if he ain't pulled that off.
Who's Shreez?
Yeah.
That's why I said shout out to my nigga Thrill Hill in the building though. But Berlanga ain't gonna win that shit regardless. I seen when Shreez was sitting there, I said, oh man. I said he about to, and I said when Shreez was fighting at 160, I said how the fuck is this nigga fighting at 160? Then I go look at your boy Fundora, and I was like, well he fighting at 154 and he's 6'7", so
Slender man, yeah. I don't know what the hell going on with all these niggas, but I'm gonna tell you right now,
but you know something. Same thing. But you know something, Fundora rehydrates over 200 pounds.
That's crazy.
He's just that he's 6'7".
Oh, yeah. I don't know, but it's just better than him, in my opinion. But anyway, I said the same thing up when I seen the press conference. You over here throwing draws and money at damn Oscar Shiraz just sitting there focused as hell, yo. I was like, yo, he's scaring me. Like, he was looking straight. He ain't look over there. He wasn't entertaining it. He was just sitting there focused as hell. You
he had me. Nah, when Berlanga put his hands in Shiraz's face and Shiraz did, I said, oh yeah, he gonna pay you back for that shit right there, Berlanga.
No, man.
I said he about to beat the Koyo. I said he about to beat the Koyo Panroyo out of your ass, dog. He gonna beat the chicken and rice up out of you, my nigga.
Stop it. Stomp an empanada in your ass. Yo, nah, that shit was crazy. Yo, did you see Oscar picking that money up? I said, look at him. He can't even control himself.
Look, you know what I thought about when I see Oscar doing that shit?
What?
You remember when Charleston White was on that 20v1, that bitch threw that money and talking about you broke ass nigga. He's about you shitting me? I take tips. Remember that shit?
Yo, you know what I thought about when I seen Oscar picking up that money? I thought about that Cedric the Entertainer shit. He was like, oh shit, we about to make a little change up in here.
Oh, about to make a little change. Yeah. What was that off of? What was that off of when they did that shit?
Stand-up.
Oh yeah, that was his stand-up. When she like, hey girl.
When the bride was
when the brides are coming down.
And the bridesmaids.
Pop that booty, pop, pop, pop. Oh shit, girl, we about to make a little change in this shit. Shout out to the OG. Shout out to the OG Thomas Hill in the building, dog.
Why in the hell is Oscar De La Hoya picking up this money? But I could tell that Berlanga was upset when he was like, your jewels ain't real. You could tell Berlanga got upset, honey. That was emotion right there. I was like,
man, you know, Berlanga gave Oscar his party for the night. You know, shout out to the beautiful 2 Cent, but Oscar went and got him a Charlie that night. You know, he went and got a Charlie. Probably got him on zippity.
You know Oscar a freak. Why he keep that wig?
They about to do some role play afterwards. That's why I shoot. Everything is beneficial and everything you can learn from. Hell, he gonna make an experience out of it nonetheless. Hey, you want to hate on me?
And Oscar said it's free. He said it's free.
It's free 99. He got some free money that day. He picked that ish up, counted it, made sure it felt real, so it could spin real. He ain't tripping.
Hey, did you see the way he looked at the money though? Did you see the way he looked at the money to make sure it wasn't prop money?
Yeah, he examined it. He definitely he was wearing prop jewelry.
I said that nigga examined that money like a dope dealer. When a motherfucker try to cash that money real fast, make sure that shit real. I seen Oscar rub the damn collar of Ben Frank. You know you gotta rub that collar. A lot of people don't understand when a nigga try to give you fake money, fuck all that, trying to look for the things and everything. All you gotta do is take the president, rub the collar. If that motherfucker ain't got if it ain't got the brill in the collar, they give you fake money because they can counterfeit the blue strip. They can counterfeit the blue strip, but they can't fix the shirt collar. You rub that shirt collar on every president, even the $1 bill. That's the only way you know that motherfucker real.
That's coming from somebody that doesn't touch some money before. Hey, check this out. My man, shout out my guy Upper Echelon, aka Apex the guy. Shout out Jab Queen Boxing, also formerly known as Ty Drakeford. Shout out to the chat, man. You know, it's been a good week. And shout out to my man, Mr. Lean Back himself, for going in there and giving Hamza Shiraz all he can handle for the rounds that he did, man. And shout out for him for paying homage to his good brother, Fat Joe, for leaning back on him, man. And you know what? I was just over the way over there with Deem, and shout out to them, man, because they was talking about how the ropes avoided somebody else from leaning back and doing commentary on the fight, on their own fight, dog. So hey, shout out to the boxing. It was a good event.
He took a shot. Shout out to my nigga Thomas Hill in the building. Hey, I still need 4 more people to support the grind for the day. Can we get 4 more in the Cash App or the PayPal, man? Support the grind, man. I'm here every day for y'all, man. Support the grind. But J.A. said keep boxing hackers off the panel. Yeah, boxing hackers. Hey, did y'all see Devin Haney's face when he seen motherfucking Edward Berlanga? Man, Devin had a fucking Devin was having flashbacks, y'all. He was having flashbacks, and they even put the shit up on Twitter. And Devin like, man, fuck y'all. Like that nigga had a flashback, bro. Like what the? Devin was like, oh man. He like, oh no.
Yo, he looked scared. His eyes got all big. I was like, damn, Devin, he ain't about to hit you. What's wrong with you?
Don't he remind you of a battered woman that's coming out the shelter? Like
he do. Poor thing.
I said this nigga got battered woman's disease, bro. Like somebody done battered that man. It's
battered woman's syndrome, not disease.
Oh, okay. You know what the fuck I meant.
Hey, sometimes it can become a disease, though. Just saying.
Stop. Nah, yo, that was crazy. Devin did look scared though. I was like, damn, Devin, he ain't about to hit you. Nah, but I hope Edgar bounced back, man. I like EV, man. Come on, man. Damn, he went out bad.
Edgar, what he need to do is fight Caleb Plant now.
Caleb plan to beat the dog shit out of Edgar Berlanga.
Hey, can I shout out my boy Cash Crypto too? Because whenever I say something, he don't rock with. That boy put an icon in there, and I know exactly what he means.
He said, "If he died," you said what? What you say, something?
Hey, whenever I say something that might be a stretch, my man will always put an icon. You know them what you call them things, dog? Emoji. He'll put an emoji in there, and I know it's directly talking to me. He got me yesterday. He got me today, right now.
Motherfuckers talking about battered bitch syndrome. Damn. and Juicy talking about battered nigga disease. Okay.
Hey, that PTRD or PTPD, because he didn't catch no slaves, but he did catch some punches, and he did experience it in the ring.
Yeah,
Planet 619. I can't even read that. Planet 619.
I didn't even get to watch the whole David Burrell fight. People were saying he shouldn't have won, though. Do y'all think he beat Katiev?
I thought he did, but he was fighting a nigga that just popped dirty.
Yeah, I was surprised they still let him fight. But I mean, I guess it's a different country, right? It's like another country.
Yeah, that was in the UK. He popped dirty. He didn't pop dirty over here. The same reason Conor Bean came over here and got that fight. Remember, against Dobson.
Oh yeah, it was the eggs anyway. Upper, stop slandering people.
Yeah, he had some eggs that was dipped in chromosomes. It had Y, X, Z, and EHG chromosomes in that.
Can I ask you this though, man? Because I saw a different fight than most. I thought Morrell was winning the fight. I thought that maybe 4 rounds with the 10-8 for my man Katiev. I thought Katiev did a hell of a job going around the guard at times and going through the guard. But his activity wasn't as great. Hell, even the fight the round where he actually got the knockdown, he was losing the whole majority of that round. But a lot of people just said, "Hey, yo, it was a pure out robbery." I kind of missed that one.
I felt like Morrell was styling on the whole time until he got hit. You know what I'm saying? But Morrell was hitting that nigga with some shots, dog. Morrell was hitting that nigga with some shit. I said, yeah, that nigga on snack and that Soviet shit. Because
my God.
Did you not see the fight time?
No, I didn't. That's why I asked y'all. I missed it. I was on my live, and then by the time I finished, I cooked and I sat down, and they was announcing Morrell as the winner.
Look, you see what Peyton Fool say? He beat a fucking drug cheat. He beat the shit out of that nigga. He was hitting that nigga with some shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what it was looking like. Remember when Elder Ayo got his ass whipped by Gary Antoine Russell?
Yeah.
Remember them shots that he was taking like he should have went down from?
Yeah.
Morrell was hitting that nigga with shit like that. And that nigga just kept coming forward. It was really like the boxing scene of Rocky IV where Rocky and Drago kept going through it. Like
shit, that's how I felt when I watched that Matias versus Preo fight. I was like, God damn, you're punching your head off.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Puello is my nigga now. I used to fuck with Puello, but now I see that nigga Puello got some fucking heart. That nigga Puello, I said Matias was gonna get the upset because Puello was favorite.
I had Puello winning. I was so mad.
Well, I had Matias, but David Morrell knockout killed me. I thought he was gonna get a stoppage, but then I had put the ticket in 5 days ago. Before I didn't know he was going against motherfucking the Red Soldier or whatever. What's that motherfucker? That's the Soviets Captain America. What's his name? The red guy with the shield like Captain America. I didn't know he was going against him.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like Puello, one thing about it, ain't too many people gonna beat Puello, dog. Matias was hitting him with that shit that he killed that other guy with, dog. Red Guardian, that's his name.
Yeah.
Matias was hitting that nigga. I say, bro, Puello losing years, bro. I say he's losing fucking years, people. And shout out to my nigga Animalistic in the Cash App with the $2 holler. Appreciate you, King. I just need 3 more people to support the grind for the day. Can we get 3 more? 3 more people to hit the goal for the day and smash that like button. People, I appreciate you. But yeah, Puello lost some years right there, bro. He lost some fucking years. Like, you don't take ass whoopings like that, and like, look at James Toney and all them. Like, see how they got Parkinson now, and they can barely talk. Parkinson's. Muhammad Ali got that for them damn ass whoopings, like George Foreman and shit, rope-a-dope and taking all these shots. Like, them shits add up.
Yeah, it do. Man, but that was definitely a good fight. I definitely enjoyed that one. It was banging.
It was the fight of the night for me. I thought that was the fight. I thought that was the best fight on the card.
Yeah, that was. They was dogging it out. Oh, this week starts the Pacquiao and Barrios, I guess, media workout and all that other stuff.
What fight? Ain't the Anthony Joshua fight this weekend?
I don't know. Is he on? I don't know. I know that who's on this undercard? Maybe. I know Bam Bam is on here, ain't he? Or Pandora.
Oh no! Yes, it is. It is Dubois versus Usyk this weekend.
Yep, that too.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about you didn't know what I said?
What Timzu, Pitbull, all these rematches. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, and then Bam Rodriguez fighting another champ.
Yeah, that's the one I want to see. I want to see Bam because he's supposed to be on that undercard on November too. So,
hey, I think so too, Supreme. I think Usyk about to get what he was supposed to get before. Stopped. Justin Hawkins, salute my brother. Salute him.
Yeah, that was an excellent punch he threw. He didn't get rewarded for it, but that had his ass gasping for air. That make you couldn't breathe.
Nigga couldn't breathe for a damn whole minute. Then he caught his breath back. Daniel Dubois was discouraged, and that's why he beat him. J.A. said Usyk in 10. Well, J.A., let's get a real referee this time. How about that?
Speaking of that damn, what was his name? Thomas something in Shadeja Green fight taking a point from her. That pissed me off.
Oh, yeah, Thomas Morris?
Yeah. No neck having ass. That pissed me off. How you gonna take a point from her for clinching and then you got this broad clinching too? Didn't warn her or nothing.
Salute the Raider transplant Angelo. And appreciate you for subscribing to the Jab Queen.
Huh? What about me? You ain't hear what I said, Alpha? That what's the what you call it? The referee taking a point from Shadeja. You saw that?
Yeah, I said they trying to help the complex for the connection. I hate to say it, but they was doing it. But I told y'all that Shadeja was gonna beat Savannah though.
Yeah, I was glad.
Do you think that fight plays out a little bit differently if she was actively boxing, or you think that was the best you're gonna see from Marshall?
You can't actively box Shadeja. See, Shadeja is used to motherfuckers fighting her from the outside. She trains with dudes that do that. The only way you can beat Shadeja is to get in close where she can't get no space. She's very uncomfortable when you get in her personal space.
Oh, like smother her punches?
Yeah.
Yes. That's why Franchon Cruz did her like that.
Yeah.
He said Lamont Roach. Now Lamont Roach just sat there and did a live stream the other day talking about that they was that the fight was August 16th.
Nah. It's not going to be August 16th anymore. But I don't know if he's moving on or not, or if he's going to wait. I don't know. I got to see what's going on.
Hold on. So the fight ain't the 16th no more?
No, it's going to be like later in the month if they do it in August. It'll be like the 20th or the 30th or something.
Okay, then what's the problem? Like, nigga, who the fuck is you to say you moving on from Tank, nigga? The fuck?
Well, because he doesn't really want to wait around, I guess. You know what I'm saying? The promotion been ass anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I
You
get him.
know,
He feeling
Ty,
himself.
they don't need no fucking promotion. As soon as they drop that motherfucking mixtape, it's gonna go platinum.
Yeah,
The
but
fuck?
the problem is when you're having it in Vegas and people have to make plans to travel, you need to allow people time to do so. You know what I'm saying? So whether they have press conferences or not is one thing, but at least announce the fight so niggas know how they moving. You know?
Guess what, Ty? They announced that Ryan and Tank fight. That shit was sold out in less than an hour.
Don't like him about no damn Ryan. I'm talking about the people that have to travel. They still need to know
Yeah,
what they're doing because of last minute travel plans will make people spend more.
and maybe that's what they want.
Well, that ain't what the hell people want. I'm talking about hotels. I'm talking about the planes and shit. People
But
that
guess
gotta
what?
fly.
Guess what? Let me tell you something, Ty, that you might not know, and a lot of y'all might not know. You know, when people spend the money on the hotels and that travel, guess who gets a percentage of that? The
The venue,
boxers.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm not talking about his funky ass. He got more money than all of us. I'm talking about the everyday people that gotta spend their money to get to him.
You
That's what I'm
think that
talking about.
if they put in a fight in Vegas, you think they give a fuck about the everyday person?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna ask you a question now. If they put in
That
the
is
fight in
terrible.
no, Ty, let me ask you a question. If they're putting a fight in Vegas and charging $1,000 for a nosebleed, do you think they care about the everyday person?
Mm, mm, mm.
I'm asking you a question.
Shameful shit. Well, they should because the everyday people is going to go because those are the people that got him where he is. So you
Do you
don't
think
snub
Floyd
your
versus
nose at
Pacquiao?
people.
Floyd versus Pacquiao. Do you think they
You
cared
missing
about
the
the?
point.
No, I'm
You
asking you a question. Do you know how much the cheapest ticket for that Floyd Pacquiao fight was?
Yeah, I bet it was a lot. Just like the ones for Pacquiao now. I saw what was it, 2,000,
Yo, what was the
5,000
cheapest?
or
Was it
some
like
shit.
15?
I don't
Was
know,
it
but I
Floyd
know it
versus
was
15,000?
Pacquiao. The cheapest ticket was 25,000.
25. Damn. Damn.
Nigga, they did 4 million pay per view. God damn it! You think they was doing that? The everyday person can buy the fucking pay per view time. That's what they say.
well then that's gonna affect his own ticket sales. All I'm saying is it would have been nice to have an announcement so people that wanted to go can plan in advance. That's all
I
I'm
feel
saying.
you. I feel you.
I'll say this: if with these pushbacks and these delays and this non-promotion, Roach still makes this fight with Tank, and this fight goes down, then that says that back end bread is genuine, it's true, and it's great. Cause this nigga done got a big, huge buzz off of fighting Tank to withdraw, and now this nigga is the anti-Tank remedy, dog. So he could fight anywhere, and he was gonna get paid more for fighting somebody else, a mandatory, so to speak. So that means that money truly is real, and niggas could put that ish to bed.
First off, Roach is not about to fuck up that back end again. That nigga know what he got for that first fight. He is not about to walk away from the biggest fight of his family's career. And this is not just his career. This is his daddy, his son's son, him.
His
Nobody in his
brother
whole
fight on Pro Box.
look.
Oh, I
Nobody in
agree.
his
I
whole no.
agree.
Listen, nobody in his whole generation from goddamn 1208 up into damn 3033 will ever have a chance like this in their life again. This man right here is about to make generational wealth, and they're gonna fuck it up anyway. But he can't walk away from this shit right here. He is
I
not walking
agree.
away from this shit right here.
I'm just saying, the average fighter who could get paid more elsewhere, could make more money elsewhere, and has made a bigger buzz since fighting him, and can have any fight he want to get, because now everybody's saying he's one of them ones. He wouldn't just stay along and play along with something that ain't certain unless he getting that bread.
If anybody he fights right now, he's not gonna get paid more than 3 or 4 million. Period. Who's gonna give him that? He's not even gonna get that much versus Shakur. So where the fuck is he planning on going? He better sit his black ass there and grab a goddamn Snicker and wait. Shoot.
Hey, and also that too. I mean, hopefully my man Tank will be dialed in this time around and packing full of
Oh. You ain't gotta worry about that. He gonna piss Tank all the way off. Tank got something for him and his mama and his
Hey,
daddy.
So he coming with the raid, the black flag, the decon, the combat, and the bingo.
And he coming with the motel. He gonna throw the motel in the middle of the ring. You know, they check in, but they don't check out.
You a fool, man.
He gonna leave that nigga the Roach Motel in the middle of the ring. Now you know what Tank should do though? Would it be a hellified meme and shit? I have, bro. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, they lucky I'm not back in the days, boy. If I was fighting a nigga named Lamont Roach and all that shit was going down, I had Coach Cowden have a damn little bottle with 2 cockroaches in that motherfucker. Just hold these right here. I'd knock that nigga ass out and just dump the roaches on like, there you go, nigga, and spray it.
Well, yeah, I mean, they did it with Frank Martin. They came out with the Ghostbusters jackets on, so I don't see why not.
Exactly. I step on roaches on my way to the ring. Crunch, crunch. Like, yeah, man.
Play a Raid commercial as you walk into the ring and shit. Yeah.
Raid? Nah, like I said, I have Coach Cal open up the roaches and drop the 2 roaches in the ring, and I step on both of them in front of them like, nigga, that was your brother and sister, nigga.
Hey, after that raid, did it used to say, fellas, it's gonna be a long night? Did that commercial go like that? I remember after they said raid, they used to say something after that.
Nah, after they say raid, it'd be a boom. Motherfuckers will blow up.
Oh yeah, you right.
Wait, did y'all see Sassy Schofield after the Shakur fight? He called him Buns and Buttercup. I don't know why that took me so upper I felt.
Hey, I thought he was trying to. He sounded like he was trying to court Shakur. I'm like, damn.
You saw him
talking that nigga like
Shakur tickling people.
Yeah, that tickling people was cold. That was a cold line right there.
Yeah, that was real disrespectful. It was real fucking disrespectful. I was like, yeah, tickle me Elmo and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, he was pitching Wu on the job, bro. He was definitely pitching Wu on the job.
Would you be down for that fight?
What?
The Schofield and Shakur.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would like to see it after the Tank and Shakur.
Yeah, after Tank and Shakur for sure. I want to see that fight.
Hell, I want to see Tank versus Shakur, then Tank versus Schofield, then let Shakur and Schofield fight each other out like Rolling and Ryan.
You want to hear him say, hell yeah, we accept. 2.5 million is the price.
But I still can't really take the Schofield serious because they did duck Abdullah Mason.
Absolutely ducked Abdullah Mason.
They ducked Abdullah Mason and they tried to put that nigga Shakur in
They tried to push the blame on that nigga, dog. Like, come on, man. Yeah,
I don't know what happened with all of that, but I would definitely be interested in seeing that. They supposed to get the winner anyway, so we're gonna see.
The winner of Tank and Shakur?
No, the winner of Zepeda and Shakur. They're supposed to get the winner. That's what Oscar told them.
I don't think Oscar want to let another one of his fighters fight Shakur. I know he really didn't want Zepeda to fight him.
Actually, if Tevin Farmer didn't blow the whistle on Zepeda would have beat Shakur. But if y'all notice, ever since the whistle got blew on Zepeda ain't been the same the last 3 fights. He been running out of gas. He ain't been throwing 1,500 punches no more. He ain't even got the power. That's why I said the nigga that fought Maxie Hughes and motherfucking Giovanni Cabrera ain't there no more. That's why I said that nigga was on that shit. Because he hit Maxie Hughes and Giovanni Cabrera with some power. Motherfucking damn Pitbull couldn't even get Giovanni up out of there. And motherfucking Zepeda did it in 3 rounds, bro. And then he took out Maxie Hughes in even less time. Zepeda was on that motherfucking goddamn super soldier. That's why when he fought, that's why when they called him out about the shit, remember he started getting tired in the next Tevin Farmer fight. Like, we ain't never seen Zepeda get tired. This is the same man that throw 1,500 punches a fight. Ever since the motherfuckers, ever since they said something about that motherfucker, taking that shit, Zepeda ain't do more than 800 punches, well, 900 punches in a fight no more.
Well,
How
damn,
you go? He was
he at the
throwing
Reynoso
1,500,
camp?
Ty.
Was he at the Reynoso camp?
Actually, yes.
Oh my God. I was playing.
Oh, I thought you was being serious, but yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yikes, man. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. But he said, Eddie Reynoso, he said he's gonna start looking more into their nutrition and stuff. He's gonna start paying attention to that now.
Man, fuck that shit. He has his own butcher shop. You think the head coach don't know what's going in his players' bodies?
That's what I said, Upper, but people jumped all over me talking about he ain't the nutritionist. I said, ain't they supposed to be working hand in hand together?
They work under him. They ain't working hand to hand. They work under that nigga, dog. He knows what the fuck is going on.
Well,
that shit crazy.
Somebody's starting to go the cheap route because they all getting popped now. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
They gotta holler at Victor Conte. They gotta get back on that body testing. see, them motherfuckers been doing some USADA and water. They gotta go back to that body. See, body, you pay your dues with body, you good. You know, Victor Conte go. Notice when one of them Eddie Reynoso people popped dirty, you see how Victor Conte was going out there and trying to defend them like Honeymoon Gee and them. Victor Conte was defending them, but when Ryan Garcia popped dirty, 1 billion, he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, keep the same energy, my nigga.
But that's crazy to me because he works with, don't he work with Eddie Reynoso?
Exactly. That's who? No, who worked with Eddie Reynoso?
Conte.
Yes, that's why Victor be defending them like that, Ty. That's what you missed everything I said.
No, I heard what you said, but I thought you said, but I forgot that Ryan wasn't with Reynoso at the time.
No, he wasn't. He was with Derek James.
Yeah. Damn. But he said he didn't train this last one. Francisco, he said he didn't train him.
He did.
Don't do that. The man said he didn't do it, but he said
I guess his son did.
Yo, I can't.
He was in the training camp though. He was in the goddamn camp.
I don't know what's gonna happen. And ain't nobody said a word to Eddie Reynoso about nothing.
They not. You know, that's El Jefe. You know, they got the Mexican cartel. The Mexican cartel behind their ass now. And Canelo better be careful when he fight Bud because they say Jake Paul calling the motherfucker ice on motherfuckers. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Julio Cesar Chavez hit that man too many times.
You know what? That's crazy because I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say nothing. I'm like, how they maybe seeing him on TV, they decided to, I don't know, run his name or what, but how they let you do a whole fight and then all of a sudden, the next day, they locking you up and deporting you. That's nasty work.
Jake got that man before he get his back in. How much you say I owe you, my nigga? I got you.
You better put that shit on my books, nigga. I want my money. I don't care about none of that. Care about none of that.
You said you at the Four Seasons room 406. I got you. Hey, Ice. Four Seasons 406.
That's nasty word. That's nasty. That is nasty word.
Hey man, let me get two people to represent the grind for the day, man. I know we ain't gonna get our limit today, but let me get two people to support the chat. Can I get two people to support for the day, man? Come on now. Two people.
Crazy.
Yeah, that nigga's a informant, a federal informant. and he telling Chavez how you gonna get your money. You can't come back over here and get it.
When I read that article, I was like, ooh, Chavez, we out here with that yayo? We out here moving things? Like, what's going on?
I was like, damn, I need to go see Chavez.
Oh, stop. Oh
Hey,
my God.
Chavez, they got you wrong, homie.
That's crazy.
But
I
yeah,
was
Jake,
like, man, that's
you know
really
Jake wasn't about to pay the rest of that contract. He gave that nigga half up front. That nigga landed too many. He landed too many shots at the end of that fight. Yeah, we got to go ahead and. You didn't follow the script, my nigga. That nigga said you ain't follow the script, my nigga. You got to go.
Damn. I'm sure he back by now though. Mexico ain't but 2 minutes from here. Shit.
Yeah,
Where
you
they
don't
at?
want to get that. You don't want to get that reentry charge though. That reentry a motherfucker mouth.
Damn.
That reentry.
Goodness, oh my goodness. What I mean, I'm sure you what did you think of the performance of Zepeda and Shakur?
I liked the fight. Like I just said, that just showed me that Zepeda was on some shit though. Like Zepeda ain't been the same since they caught his ass. You feel me? Like shout out to my nigga Kawhi in the building. Salute my brother. But yeah, that motherfucker Zepeda ain't been on the same shit since, bro. Like he be getting tired in fights. He ain't got the same power he used to have. Like if that was the Zepeda that hit Giovanni Cabrera, Maxie Hughes the way he hit Shakur went down. But Shakur looked at it and was like, I thought it was gonna be something more than that. So you know, hell yeah. So things just ain't the same for gangsters.
So basically they had a high class pillow fight. That's what you're telling me?
Man, they was having a sleepover over that motherfucker.
Nah, it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
No, it was a good fight though. It was a good fight. I can't take that.
It was a good fight. He did good. What I won't have though is his fans now trying to convince me he's some type of killer. I just won't have that.
Oh, then don't go listen to Showbiz the Adult, because Showbiz the
I don't
Adult
listen
said
to him anyway.
Yeah, he said that the nigga absolutely dominates Javante. And I was like, well, damn, Showbiz.
I feel sorry for him. When you got to shuck and jive that much, it's kind of disturbing.
You said suck and swallow that much. Yeah,
I didn't say that. I said when you got to shuck and jive. I didn't say nothing. Oh my God.
And shout out to my brother Kawhi Elliott in the Cash App with the $2 holler. Appreciate you, King. Always supporting the grind. Now, can I get one more person to support the grind for the day? My brother Kawhi came through. Can I get one more person to support? But nah, Showbiz, that nigga got flew out by Charles Edward Cheese, like I said. So, you know, a nigga ain't flying nobody up. A nigga ain't flying a nigga out of this. Huh?
He works for the Zone, doesn't he?
He does now.
Yeah, okay.
But
he was there
before,
at that incident. He was at that incident with Devin and Brian Norman Jr.
When I first, I knew Showbiz back in 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you know, he was a cool motherfucker. Like, it used to be like 10 of us in his chat the whole time. We'd be watching the fights. He'd play the whole fight right there. We'd be watching the shit. We'd be discussing the shit like that. And then it happened. He got corrupted. Ty. And then Charles Edward Cheese came over there and was like, look,
stop.
I think you look good with a mohawk.
Oh, he didn't always have that?
Nah, he used to have like a little fade and shit.
Okay.
And he was like, you know what? Let me fly you out here to Colorado, show you my weed dispensaries. Flew that nigga out to Colorado a couple times. Then he gave that nigga a brand new Rolex, presidential. And that's how Showbiz got all his followers, because he auctioned off, he gave away the Rolex to a motherfucker that was subscribing to him. So he got like 150,000 subscribers in like a week. I mean, less than a week.
Damn.
And then, you know, he be doing them little cash giveaways that Charles Edward Cheese be giving away. So, you know, he keeps his subscriber count going up. And now he with the Zone now. Oh, yeah, he definitely is, because now he be doing that goofy ass shit and everything. And, you know what I'm talking about. But doing all this, can't even pay my $1,000 that he owed me.
He owes you money?
Yeah, we betted on the motherfucker down. We had We had betted at the motherfucking the Anthony Joshua and whatchamacallit fight in Dubois. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, guys? I was commenting under the Raider transplant. So, Jab Queen, I listened to you for the first time on Saturday. So I like how you ran your channel. It was pretty cool. So I subscribed to Apex. I was just popping in real quick because I'm surprised neither one of you have, or maybe I missed it, but neither one of you mentioned that Shakur and Conor Ben about the fight. That's real.
I released a video about that earlier, actually.
I really don't think that's a real good motherfucking. I really don't think that's a good fight. Like, I'm tired of Conor Ben. Conor Ben just fought at 160. Like, Conor Ben, he's been in Eddie Hearns, had Jerron Boots Ennis, the number one welterweight, the same weight class that Conor Ben is. They on the same side of the fence. They got the same promoter. And that man ain't trying to make that fight right there. Conor Ben keeps calling out young people like Tank, who is 2 and 3 weight classes below him, but it's motherfuckers in your division and you're not trying to fight him. That shows that Conor Ben's a fucking coward. And I don't rock with people like that. Like, it's bullshit. And I really don't think Shakur and Conor Ben are going to fight. They're really not. Shakur is not about to jeopardize that Tank Davis check to do that.
Well, what do you think, Jab Queen?
I don't know if there will be a Tank Davis check. I mean, we really don't know what Gervonta has going on these days. I wouldn't recommend him waiting around for it. So, I mean, if he's going to take another fight, take another fight. My only issue with Shakur, and I mentioned this in my video, is why are you picking out specific names at certain weight classes? It's just a little bit too much like cherry picking to me. First, you called out Tio at 140. If you're taking your ass to 140, take your ass to 140.
And fight Mercado. And Mercado called his ass out.
Gary Antoine Russell, fight Hitchinson, Matias, Preo. You know what I'm saying? His fake brother will be there soon. Frank Martin will be there. There's plenty of smoke at 140 if that's where you're going.
Keyshawn Davis up there.
That's what I said. His fake brother. If you're going to 147, then go to 147. Why are you calling out specific names unless you think you can beat him? Which to me is the definition of cherry picking.
Well, Conor started it first, though. He really did start it.
Well, he said Shakur was sizing him up in London. Right. And then Shakur said, I'm still sizing you up. So that to me tells me you looking at him to see if you could beat him. You only want to fight people you think you could beat. That's soft to me. But whatever. It's just my opinion.
Right.
Well, Aunt McQueen, you got to realize Pete Dobson is a lot bigger than Shakur Stevenson too, Aunt McQueen. Pete Dobson is a welterweight. Shakur is remember, Shakur is a 126 pounder moved up to 135. And his power has stopped moving up with his weight. It's not like he's about to move up to 140 and stop people or 147 and stop people. No, I think he's reached the pinnacle of his power.
Who?
Shakur.
Oh.
Because Aunt McQueen said that okay. He couldn't even kill Pete Dobson. Okay. He was being sarcastic. Okay, yeah. But Conor Ben,
what do you think, Reyes? Do you think he's gonna fight Conor Ben? And if so, who do you think wins?
No, I think they will fight, actually, because it makes things easy. Shakur's technically quote unquote a free agent, but really Turkey out. No, because when they were I watched the whole thing with Ariel Helwani. It was happening live, and what I thought was cool, what I thought was really cool was that the way Shakur was talking to him was he's been sizing him up for months now, I guess. So he's like, hey, man, I'm looking at you and we're about the same size. And in truth, Conor Ben isn't really that big of a 147 guy anyways. You remember the whole thing with Conor Ben.
Bro, did you not just see him versus Chris Eubank at 160?
No. But again, let me finish my point, though, Apex, because you talking about Chris Eubanks, who, honestly, man, I thought he would have gotten knocked out anyway. I mean, and Chris Eubanks ain't all that, bro. Like, we can't start talking about how Chris Eubanks is that big. Like, Conor Ben would smoke him if they did rematch, which is probably why he doesn't want a rematch. Conor Benn, for real though, is strong at 147. And you remember the reason why he was banned for 2.5 years is because he got popped for that steroid. And the BBC, man, British Boxing Board of Control, they don't fuck around. They don't be giving no 6-month suspension for Canelo and shit like that. They will take your license away for 2-3 years. It's like that's what's about to happen to Jaime Munguia because he fought in Riyadh. And British Boxing Board of Controls, they don't fuck around, man. They will take your license. So no. But with Conor Benn, he's so popular, and honestly, like you guys saw it, like the Chris Eubanks Conor Benn, that's 70,000 people, man. Ain't nobody paying those 70. Like, tell me a Tank versus Shakur will sell 70,000 seats. Is there anywhere in the United States a Tank versus Shakur will?
You from the UK, right?
Right. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Now check this out, right? And I'm about to break it down so you can understand it, right? If we did Tank versus Shakur in a Dallas Cowboys stadium that holds over 100,000 people, and we made the tickets $25, it'll sell the fuck out.
Oh, absolutely. No, 100%. 100%.
Okay. How much of y'all tickets going for? Because I've seen the ticket prices over there. You got to realize Tank is selling out 40,000 tickets, and the tickets are no less than $1,000. You know, it's a different price for the UK and America's tickets. Like, y'all pay-per-view is nothing but £25. Over here, pay-per-view is $80.
Right. No, but I mean, I'm just saying that, like, nowadays,
Anthony Joshua sold out at Wembley when he fought Klitschko, right? He did over 110,000 people came to see that fight, right?
Right.
It grossed 11 million, right?
Okay.
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury Part 2. It did 20,000 people, right? And it grossed more money than 100,000.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know none of them figures, bro. like.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we in America, it ain't about quantity; it's about quality, and that's why they do it for the price. Like, they do it for the price. Like, they make it exclusive where a certain amount of people can get in, so they have to pay a big price. Like, if you go to Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, the lowest ticket that you would pay for is $1,000.
Right.
That'd be the lowest one.
Yeah. Well, the way I see the landscape of boxing is since 2023 is the money that everybody's trying to get is the Turkey Al-Sheikh money. That's what they all want. Because even Eddie Hearn already explained that when Shakur got mad the first time after he fought Padley and then he started getting mad at Turkey Al-Sheikh, he didn't understand that there's an actual premium if you're fighting in Riyadh, right? So I'm saying that someone like Turkey Al-Sheikh's probably looking at that. Conor Benn's never fought in Riyadh. Shakur's never fought or only fought once in Riyadh. But I can see them going, well, shit, man, if Chris Eubanks ain't going to be ready, shit, throw his ass in there in September. Throw his ass in there in September.
You know why people are fighting on Riyadh, my brother?
What's that?
Because they can't sell. David Benavidez doesn't have to fight on Riyadh. He's doing it to try to get a thing, but people like Tank Davis, Earl Spence, David Benavidez, they can sell without having to go over to Riyadh, so they don't have to do that. The people that's going over to Riyadh is people that cannot sell. And if you notice, every event that Riyadh has put on has lost money. They're losing money at an extravagant rate right now. And pretty soon, if you notice, Turkey is starting to rein in that money because they're about to stop him because he doesn't have the money. What he is he's in charge of a collective in which the prince and them has put the money in front because he is a jester. He is the minister of entertainment, which is a fool. Like back in the day when people had kings and queens, they had fools. No, that's exactly what he is. He's the minister of entertainment. What was a fool to do? To keep people happy. He's a glorified fool. And when this shit stop happening, they're going to put the foot down on that man's neck. That's not his money that he's losing. And he's losing a lot of fucking money. He hasn't had not one event prove successful yet.
Ooh, that's a hot take. That's a hot take.
Hey, matter of fact, you from the UK.
No. I'm not from the UK, bro. I just watch a lot of boxing, though.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You remember Eddie Hearn in the Zone when they first came out? Remember they said death to pay-per-view and all that shit?
Right.
Do you know that Eddie Hearn and the Zone went in debt twice, $1 billion. They had to get it bailed out twice.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know those details. I do know that Eddie Hearn went on the Barack, and I watched that. And what he said is they originally were trying not to do pay-per-view, but when they had an opportunity to sign Canelo, there was no way for them to not do pay-per-view because Canelo is such a big draw.
It was because there was $1 billion in the red. You can look it up, my brother. Anything I'm telling you is
all right,
facts.
cool.
Look it up.
Cool.
I'm just giving you facts right there. I'm just, we having a good conversation. I'm just letting you know, like, that's the reason. And Turkey is steady failing each time. He hasn't had a successful pay-per-view yet. That's why he's begging to do work with Tank Davis. That's why he keeps saying, I want to do with Tank Davis, because Tank Davis is like a motherfucking straight right over top of a guard. It just don't miss. You feel me?
Right. Well, check this out, man. Jab Queen, I don't know if you'll agree with this, but I kind of feel like in the United States, and I talk to my friends about this all the time, where they go, oh, man, boxing, nobody really watches it. I'm like, bro, you're so wrong. Outside of the U.S., every motherfucker watches boxing. They talk about it on regular news. It's a top 3 sport in the world. I'm going to explain to you exactly why people don't watch boxing in the U.S., even though in the United States, we currently have 20 world champions, actual United States born and raised world champions. We got 20 of them. And you don't hear about none of that shit in the news because people like Stephen A. Smith or regular ass media, they don't be covering it. So since they don't cover it, nobody knows. So everybody thinks we don't have all of these great champions, even though we do. So,
you know why? Because boxing is ranked number 7 in the United States. You got college football, NFL, college basketball, NBA. You got baseball. Boxing is ranked right below. Just think about all the athletes that we got in football, basketball, baseball, and all that right there. Could you imagine if those athletes were boxers? Could you imagine a Von Miller trained all his life to be a boxer, or LeBron James trained all his life to be a boxer? But see, boxing is not the top sport in the United States. It's like ranked number 6 or 7. That's why. And plus,
but that's what I'm saying.
Most fathers wouldn't want that. Like, I used to box. Most fathers wouldn't want their kids boxing because it's an immediate fact of brain damage, and you're fighting for your life every time you get in the ring. Anybody that's never been in the boxing ring don't really understand that. Like, every time you get in the ring, you could be your last time getting in that ring.
Right. No, and that's real facts, man. But I'm just saying that, back when we're talking in the 80s and the 70s, when the shit was for free, when it literally was like Monday Night Football and everybody in the U.S. would watch it, that's when boxing was at its height in terms of American fan base, right? And now we have this shit where, the Jake Paul phenomenon only really happened because motherfuckers weren't watching boxing, but people weren't watching boxing because regular media wasn't talking about Shakur winning a silver or Keyshawn winning a silver, or, we got a lot of killers here. And I'm just saying, like, I always think I never blame the fans, and I never blame the fighters or none of that. I think Tank would be an even bigger star if they actually talked about him on regular news, but they don't talk about him on regular news. So,
anytime it's a Tank fight, that shit sells out instantly. Tank is a star, bro.
I know, but I'm talking about, like, he would sell out himself a stadium. Like right now, he could sell out an arena for sure. Tank is a star. The facts on that. But I'm talking about if they talked about him regularly, like they talk about, football players and everything else, like you were saying. That's what I'm talking about. Is if they treated him like a mainstream star.
I think that a part of that too is like basketball and football come on like every week. You know what I'm saying? Some of these boxers only box once or twice a year. So if they're not really doing anything to keep themselves in the news regularly, why would they talk about them? It's just, for places like us on YouTube and, channels that are like obsessed with boxing that constantly talk about every little thing boxers do because we love the sport. You know what I mean? We're who really keep the sport alive in a semi-mainstream media type of way. Like anytime he tweets anything, you got 1,000 thumbnails up and the internet is buzzing, stuff like that. But the mainstream media doesn't really give a shit about stuff like that. You know what I mean? They'll cover it right. You know what I mean?
Hey, Ty, let me know when y'all
why.
Real quick. You hear me,
You know what I mean? Yeah, I heard you. So I think that's So I think that that's pretty much the reason that it's not covered like that, because they don't fight that often. But when they do fight and they have spectacular performances, you will see it covered on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? And I have the same issue with Stephen A. Smith, but that's another issue. But yeah, when they do something to be talked about, they get talked about.
Well, like for example, you saw like that New York card, right? That's 5
Mhm.
fights. It's the first time they did it at the U.S. Open Stadium. I thought the event looked really cool. I thought that it looked very intimate, and the fights from the Japanese kid Reito all the way to the last fight. Every single one of those fights were worth watching. And yet, when I woke up on Monday morning and I'm watching regular TV, nobody talked about it. I didn't hear Pat McAfee talk about it. I didn't hear about, First Take. Nobody was talking about it. And that happened in New York. So I think that's like just it's either US media mainstream hate or it's ignorance. They just don't know how to talk boxing. So they're afraid to talk boxing. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a good point. They probably don't, but ESPN should have definitely covered it because it is a sport. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure why ESPN would not cover it. As far as mainstream media, yeah, I mean, they pick and choose what they want to cover anyway, depending on which channel you like to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those channels, just like YouTube channels, have their own agenda and what they want to push. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So really depends on
Right.
what it is that you watch. Just your fancy. But I'm sure ESPN they do cover it. They do like highlights and stuff like that over the weekend fights or whatever. I mean, because they were a part of. Didn't they have Top Rank for some time? You know what I
Well,
mean?
no, so the top rank deal's over now. But
Yeah, I know
even like
that, but
that's
I
a
mean they had
yeah.
it.
No, but that's a classic example right there where if like people like us who really do watch boxing, we know about the Japanese fights that happen at 2, 3 in the morning, right? But again, that's why like Naoya Inoue, the only reason why he's not as popular as Pacquiao is because he hasn't really done what Pacquiao did. Pacquiao was fighting on HBO versus Naoya Inoue. He wasn't fighting, even though he was fighting on ESPN, his fights weren't really even being blown up that way. But the interesting thing is, even 4 years ago at Sky Sports in the UK, everybody knows who Naoya Inoue is outside of the US because they were already doing like autobiography or biographies and stuff like that. So all I'm saying is like, I think it's a disservice to our sport, where you could have an amazing 5 fight event at Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York, where they do have mass U.S. media market, and ain't nobody really covering it. Ain't nobody
Well,
really talking about it.
well, if we're being honest, and more of that is to me, in my opinion, because it's black and brown. You know what I'm saying? But they
Right.
do report on Jake Paul's fake ass fight.
Exactly.
It's more or less a black and brown
Exactly.
thing, and again, it's whatever kind of news cycle you follow, that will report on certain things. But if it's black and brown people, they tend to not really give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's that. But we here, you know what I'm saying? We loud
Yeah.
as can possibly be, and you're more than
Yeah.
welcome to visit all of us anytime you want to tickle your fancy with some boxing talk. Because a lot of us are here every day. I am not, but a lot of us are live every single day. Every single day, you know what I'm saying? So you'll definitely be able to get your fix. What's up, Aunt?
Todd Drayful for president,
I mean,
first and
really
foremost.
already. I done submitted my application, baby.
Yeah,
What is
we
the
got to start it
holdup?
off. We got to start it off like that.
What's up, Aunt? What's going on?
Sports isn't necessarily being covered nowadays. Even when you look at the way that they cover the NBA, you have these talking heads that spend more time coming up with their own rhetoric that they want to push and regurgitate about who's driving the bus, who's a passenger, whose legacy is greater than this one or that one, or who needs to be doing X, Y, Z that they're not doing. And there really is no real analysis of the game. So I don't expect them to talk about boxing, which most of these people don't really have too much knowledge of. They don't really follow the sport enough. And the main thing is this. I think it might have been you, Reyes Boxing, who said something about HBO.
Right.
That's the biggest change. Like back in
Mm.
the days, the OGs used to watch fights on ABC, Wide World of Sports.
Yes,
They
sir.
used to have fights on NBC, and things of that sort. So it'd be just regular TV.
Yes, sir.
And get away from it. I believe that if boxing were to go back to that, more specifically, meeting the people where they are in terms of broadcasting, like we've seen with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, it wasn't just a spectacle because of the main event, but the main thing is this: look at how many Netflix subscribers there are. So
Yep.
you
Yeah.
reach people,
Yeah.
you don't got to pay for it. You could just be scrolling on Netflix trying to watch the latest
Anything.
version of Chopped or whatever the hell, and then you see on the
Mm-hmm.
main, like, oh, what's this about? Live event? Let me click on that. So you
Right.
got to go where the people are, and that's what happened with boxing.
Yo, you know
Boxing
what's
is more
crazy,
so
Ant?
become ubiquitous.
No facts, bro. Facts. Go ahead, Job Queen.
No, I was gonna say, Ant, to your point, it's crazy that you say that because if Netflix decided to like really get in the game and not just dibble and dabble, they would shut shit down with this pay-per-view stuff. Now
100%.
I'm sure eventually
Yep.
they would raise their monthly subscription price, not by a lot, but I'm sure they would raise it and they would literally kill the game.
They wouldn't have
Right.
to just because of ad revenue. You seen how many ads they had playing during
Yeah, that was
Serrano
a
versus
lot
The
of
Still?
fucking
Serrano
ads
fight.
on that
It was a
Serrano
lot of
fight. That was
ads.
like 3-minute ads. What the fuck is
Yeah,
going?
and,
I was
and every
confused
time
by
you
some
saw
of them.
one of
I
those
said,
ads,
Beyonce got
somebody
new
spent
jeans out or
hundreds of
something. What was
thousands of
going?
dollars to advertise in that spot because they knew there would be a lot of eyes on that event. So that's
Yeah.
the way
Right.
you combat that with either having to raise prices or charge pay-per-views. Same thing with back in the day. You watch ABC, NBC, even PBC when they were on Fox. You get all those commercials in between. That's who's funding
That's who's funding the
them for the
event.
most part. Yeah,
Right. Right. Well,
sponsorship
that's
and things of that sort.
well. Well, let me ask you this then, man, because that was the whole thing about when the TKO group partnered up with Stella and Turkey Al Sheikh. That was their entire plan base. From what I've heard, it's because the UFC's deal with ESPN was already going out anyways. WWE's been doing great with Netflix, so then they were going to package boxing, UFC, and WWE all together, and the first event is going to be that Canelo Crawford, right? Because like right now, when you're even looking at the ads for, I mean, to me, it's kind of funny where the ads for Canelo Crawford are showing up more to the UFC fan base and to the WWE fan base, and I don't hear regular ass ESPN talking about it or regular mainstream news talking about it. So I think that is what's happening, and just like what you said, Jab Queen, they might shut the whole pay-per-view thing down if they get this right. Because how are you going to have Canelo Crawford free? That's free, man. That's crazy.
Because they're projecting that there's going to be great viewership, and I guarantee you're going to see a whole lot of ads, which means that there was a lot of money being spent. Another thing, like boxing was ubiquitous in the 80s and 90s, partially due to boxers being able to secure endorsement deals. Like you used to see Sugar Ray Leonard and Franklin commercials, 7-Up commercials. Just think about how many of the big moments in sitcoms used to involve boxing. Like one of the most famous episodes of Martin is the one where he fought Tommy Hearns and got lumped up.
Oh man,
You
Yeah,
had
yes.
you had
that's
what's my
facts.
man's name? Hector Camacho was on the Wayans brothers.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Like
yep,
this used to be a regular occurrence. We used to have a lot of movies about boxing, whether it
yep,
be the Rocky
Yes.
series, the Great White Hype. We had the Hurricane about Reuben Carter. You
right.
Yeah.
had Digstown. Hell,
Ali
you even
now.
had Ving
Then Will.
Rhames boxing in jail.
Yeah. Didn't
Right.
You
didn't
know what I'm
Will just
saying?
do? Didn't Will just do Ali?
Will did Ali. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it was just all of those things are form of advertisements for the sport. Holyfield and Bow on the Fresh Prince. Thank you, Jay Dixon. But we don't really see
Right.
things like that nowadays. So all of these things are forms of
Right.
advertisement for the sport
And
or
a lot of
Right.
that
endorsement of
is
sport.
because a lot of that too is because I think that there's like a separation being created between the boxers and their fans. Like some of them obviously are turned off by a lot of the things that boxing fans say. Some of them are actually very like diva-ish, you know what I'm saying, where they don't want to do interviews or they don't want to be bothered with the general public, so they just don't do those things anymore. But I see some of them starting to, like, I've seen a lot of them pop into certain people's chats, or click on links and stuff like that. To your point, you have to do that. You have to reconnect with people. You know what I mean? You have to get back in front of people to make them fall back in love with you, you know what I'm saying, as a boxer, and then eventually back in love with the sport if they're not already, because it's easy to forget, like you said, if nobody's covering it, it kind of, out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Merchandising will also help.
Huh?
Yep.
The merchandising will also help. More merchandise.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. My sister, my younger sister, is 25 years old. I saw her one day wearing a door shirt, and I asked her, "You know who Jim Morrison is?" No.
Think
about how many people you've seen. Think about how many people you've seen with Pink Floyd shirts.
I have a Money Team hat.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a
so
TMT
merchandising
hat.
also helps. That's also a form of advertising. When you walk around with a logo or some type of emblem, insignia, you're basically a walking billboard.
Absolutely.
But what do you think about this though? And you made some really good takes, bro. So my point was that, and just like Jab Queen had said, there might be a little U.S. mainstream. I don't want to say it's hatred, but it's definitely ignorance, where we have an amazing fight that happens on a Saturday night in the Mecca in New York, where they have mainstream news definitely travels there. And yet Shakur Stevenson, he did great, right? But and he's American. So why isn't like Regis and whatever, or Good Morning America trying to get them on the show? Because they just don't care, bro. And that's what's going to have to change. Because in the UK, when Shakur Stevenson, you talked about it, when he was walking around, bro, everybody knew exactly who he was. Because in the UK, everybody watches boxing just like they watch NFL football. So at what point do you think that's going to happen? Because that's what I think is going to happen if the Netflix event on September 13th works. If 300 million people watch that shit, all of a sudden everybody's going to get interested. But what do you think?
I agree with you. That's how you do it, man. You got to go where the people are. And then here's another thing that's very important. Broadcasting, like who these promoters choose to broadcast with, is extremely important, because the vast majority of them have parent companies. And with them having parent companies, they have subsidiaries that have a lot of reach. Like, for example, PBC, they were most recently, before the Amazon thing, they were with Showtime, right? But Showtime is owned by Paramount CBS, which is huge. So after Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence, a lot of people say, well, damn, Bud is on a media tour, yada, yada, yada. But you got to pay attention to the platforms that he's on. Now he's on whatever their version of Good Morning America is, talking to Gayle King. They're doing a parade out there in Omaha. That's being covered over there. So I say that to say this. The broadcaster has to have the infrastructure in place to where they can kind of send the fighters off, or just whoever it is, off to these various platforms that are under that umbrella. So then now, okay, you can do something over here on Showtime Sports. Then you could do something over here on CBS in the morning, 8 a.m. or what have you. Like, that's very important as far as being able to maximize the reach. You got to have those things.
Yeah, but you know what, too? It is also the boxers having to start to reconnect. You know what I mean? And doing some of the smaller platforms as well as the bigger platforms to kind of, like I said, get people back in love with the sport, let people know who they are as a person so that we can follow them through their journey and support them. And you know what I mean? That'll also help with turnout. That'll also help with coverage and different things like that. I'm in the process of trying to get my media
for sure
together.
That all helps.
Another thing is it's the marketing aspect.
What the hell?
Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
he
I
let
pop
you
up
on
in
good.
here.
Okay.
You know, I'm slide in here real nice. Because I'm going to school for sports management, so I'm learning a lot about sports law and all that types of stuff. It's like boxing wasn't becoming the forefront because it's a very individualistic sport. So you got to understand, like, they have to market boxing better, and I blame it on the ESPNs and the Fox Sports because they like the team sports because most of our players or the people we got around here, athletes, they gravitate towards what's going to make them the most money or they're going to be seen the most and get the most endorsements. But one people don't understand that boxing used to be the one that you get all the endorsements, all the marketing, because they can't control that. They can't control what that one person does. Muhammad Ali was probably the best marketing genius in boxing history.
Absolutely. His daughter now too.
His doctor. Then there was Mike Tyson, who they were all individualistic, and they don't like individuals. If you understand that, our country does not like individuals. They like people who stick into the box. So it's a lot. It's a bigger aspect of things, but we need more marketing for boxing because a lot of these kids I watch and I train with, they're not gonna make it in the sport they want to. But I can see things. I'm like, damn, if you boxed or you played or you played tennis or something like that, you could be good at it. But you're so focused on wanting to be LeBron James. You're not gonna be LeBron James. You're 5'11", buddy. Go ahead, pack that up. Pack it
Stop
up, buddy.
hating. Stop hating.
But you could see like the heavyweight champion used to be the biggest man in the world. No one was above him. The heavyweight champion was everybody wants to be him because he's supposed to be the baddest man in the land. So it's like we have to get back to marketing it as these
You know
guys
what,
are the best at what they do, and combat has always been a gladiator sport.
to me that sounds like we need to get our respect factor back.
Yeah, somewhat. It's more of a we have to show these companies or the other people, the media, all these companies that hey, you can make money. Cause Tank, one thing he did with Chrome Heart, he brought it back to life.
Right.
People could say what they want. Tank brought Chrome Heart all the way back.
And they didn't even want to do a deal with him. That's why I don't even know why he's still wearing it, because they didn't want to do a partnership deal with him.
But it shows that you don't see none of these basketball players wearing Chrome Heart like that.
Right.
But
hey, so let me ask the panel this question then, because you brought up a really good point. So when we're talking about heavyweights, and I oftentimes have like these arguments with a casual fan who just doesn't watch boxing the way we all watch boxing, right? So I try to explain to them, look, man, the heavyweight division is probably better than it's ever been in a very, very long time because there's so many young killers that are either in their mid-20s, late 20s, or early 30s right now. But the problem is, ain't none of them are American, man. I mean, like that's why because every other country got one. Justice Hooney, Australia. You got Wardley. You got all them killers in the UK. You got all the Eastern Europeans. Damn, even China got a silver medalist heavyweight who knocked out Wilder, who was a former champion. You know what I'm saying? So where do you think that factor is? Like, when you're talking to those kids who maybe aren't 5'11", because like Kurt Scobie was one of those kids. He was playing football, and then he's like, nah, I'm gonna stick to boxing, right? And there's people like that outside of the U.S., but in the U.S., when you got like you remember Dominic Brazil, he played quarterback. So when you take some of these guys who are in that 6'1", 6'3", how do you then talk them into, hey, you should learn how to box? And then how do you open that up? I got
a perfect way for it. If you want, I got a radical idea, and it's been in my head for a while. Boxers should be tied to a school. You could treat boxers just like any other combats, any other sport. Like they do wrestling, make schools. NCAA, since they have NIL, guess what? They can have boxers at their school.
We talked about this before on this panel a long time ago. I believe that Upper raised the question, should kids be taught boxing in school? I said yes.
Yes.
Because a lot of these kids today are out of shape. They don't do shit but sit around and play on their iPads or iPhones. Most of them back in the day, we were always outside. Now these kids, you got to threaten them basically to get them outside. And a lot of the kids in the school are obese. So this would definitely give them a good way to discipline themselves, learn an activity, and also learn how to defend themselves. To me, it's a win-win. I think that is a great idea, Don.
I think like I'm gonna put it like this. Think about it like this: if you're going to say, what's a big school? Alabama, right? It's a football school. But guess what? If Deontay Wilder would have went to school there, and he was boxing there, you know how many eyes would have been on the school? How many brands could have been built with that? You could have tied that in together. See, if they don't think of it because it's so individual. And like even wrestling, it's only so far you can go in wrestling before you got to go WWE or you got to UFC.
Exactly. No, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. So, how do you do that? How do you do that, Dondre? Because I see gamers doing it now. There's colleges that are literally getting kids. Like, I'm gonna give you a scholarship so that you could be an esports person, right? So, how does Turkey Al Sheikh, somebody with money, or Saudi start doing something like that?
It wouldn't be Saudi. It would have to be the school. See, that thing is, people always put it in the hands of Saudi. But one thing you can't do with Saudi, you can't do certain brands. You can't do certain marketing with them because their beliefs don't align with that. And sometimes that you just can't promote with them because they're in a place where that brand might not be able to go or it can't be marketed there. So it's different. So it's like here we have free to market any way we want to. So if a school took, like say UNC took a Jahai Ingram and he was 17 years old, I'm like, hey, we're gonna have you here. You can do all your amateur fights here. You can do, and UNC was the place where he did all his fights, and you did them on college campuses. You know how crazy that campus would be? You had college fights there, had tournaments there. It would make so much more money.
My man Zulu Lion 1 brought up an interesting take, and it's one that I know is true as well too. He said they used to give scholarships for boxing.
Yep, they did.
Now
I did not know that.
Let me ask you, why do you think it switched? Likewise, why do you think it's a movement to move boxing from the Olympics as well? Too. Matter of fact, I think they have moved from the Olympics. That is the that's where we will find the true reasons why things happen the way they are.
Well, what I heard, Thomas Hill, is that what I heard is in 2028 in LA, they definitely will have boxing. So that's one of the main sports there. Yeah, it's already being, if you guys go under Olympics, like Olympic YouTube or whatever, it'll show you all the sports. And in 2028, boxing is 100% a sport in the Olympics.
Boxing is still on the Olympic sports. It's just, I feel like even when boxing is in the Olympics, they don't show it. You have to find it. You have to be a diehard to look for it. It used to be
when it used to be the headliner.
Huh? Yeah, it used to be the
what you were about to say.
You didn't have to look for it. Now they got badminton in front of it and all types of. They had that little damn breakdancing bullshit. I'm like, what? Nobody want to see this.
Plus the whole program, they show it. It's not like it's just tucked in the back. I just think that nowadays the path to becoming a pro, some people don't see that as the most viable option, where it used to be. A lot of guys wanted to go through the Olympic program and carry on the tradition. Nowadays, it's like, yo, let's go pro, let's get paid.
And that's why I think NIL is important now, because now the money they will be making going pro, they can still be an amateur and get that NIL deals. And now they can have big college tournaments where these dudes are fighting in tournaments for each school. You might have, maybe you don't have all the weight classes. Maybe you have like 6 of them. You know, maybe you start at like 122, go up to 130, then you go up to maybe 140 and do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So you won't have every weight class, but you have majority of them, and you could have amateur tournaments, and that can be the thing for. Then you get, we got a regional tournament. Now we got a national tournament, and do that for the colleges. Think about the money that can be made that way. Then the exposure. Now they're getting to know these kids while they're in school, and they're still getting education, even though we know half that's BS. But they're still bringing eyes to the school as well.
Up. Yep.
They're bringing eyes to the school. Now you're boosting the economy. Now they're making money off the NIL because of their image and likeness. Now they can get big brand deals. So by the time they do go pro, they're sponsored already.
I think that is amazing.
Like, people got to think. I think outside the box because I market. So I like, that would have been crazy if one of these, like, say Baltimore and Tank went to school around his area. Like, oh my God, Keyshawn went to Norfolk State or Virginia. And that's how we seen them. They was in the national tournament. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if we had super big national tournaments on TV. We hear about the national tournament. We hear about the Golden Glove stuff. They're on tournament, but you got to find them. What if they is front page right there on Fox Sports, just like March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
And boxing's year round, so you can do this more than once.
So do you think that, so, I mean, obviously it would have to be, state approved and all that stuff, a part of their curriculum and all that stuff. But do you think, like, a good idea, too, would be for some of these boxers, if they're so connected to, like, the place where they used to live, to go back to, like, their high school or something like that and start, like, really connecting with the youth and bringing them aboard like that?
I mean, I think it would be good for them to do that. But if they're pros already, it's hard to, like, kind of work. I mean, but if they got, like, say you got, like, Upton Gym, and they're boxing out of Upton, right? And they got a local school that was like, hey, if you're so good, come box at our school. Now you're staying in the region. You're making the region money because you're going to school, and you have somewhere to go. Because sometimes these kids, they're fighting amateurs. You don't get paid for amateur. But if you can go to school and make money off your image and likeness, now you don't have to rush pro. Because some of these dudes are rushing the pro and getting their ass whooped. Like, it's a lot. Like, you can make a lot of change in infrastructure and how things are done, but it's like it has to be set up because you would have to have rules across the board, like the NCAA rules, you know what I'm saying, for basketball and football. Just have to establish that for everything.
I was going to say, Dondrick, man, I mean, your idea is so cool. And you know what's crazy? It already happens outside of the U.S. That's why all them UK fighters do it. The Japanese, like you saw that Ryoto's Tsutsumi kid as the first fight on Saturday, right? And the kid looks badass. He's only 18 years old. That motherfucker already got hella national championships. And instead of going to college, he wanted to go be a pro, but they already prepped him, just like what Don Drick was saying. And them Russians, all the Russians, like, why do you guys think Bivol and all these guys are good? It's because they are doing those programs and they are paying these kids to go, or, when they're kids to go train. Right. So, I agree with you, bro. I wish the U.S. would do something like that and help a lot of these kids out, especially the ones who are super athletic anyways. And then they're not going to go to pro football. Like, how, like, when you're in high school and you were an athlete, but then maybe you weren't good enough to get a college scholarship, why not get a boxing scholarship to learn, No,
I think that's a really, really good idea, actually. Really, really good. Yeah, but I mean, and that would definitely, maybe that'll help, reduce some of these younger children who are getting into all this trouble, you know what I'm saying, committing crimes. I'm seeing more and more younger youth committing crimes. They have nothing to do with their time.
So one of the reasons why has been stated in the comments already, what J.A. Dixon said. We are so happy around here in America, and people will use that chance if something should happen to sue. Whereas out there in these places, like they actually sign off their rights, so to speak, to their kids, to the Commonwealth or to the government or whoever it is that's taking the children and putting them into these schools to get them to the point where they train them to be representatives of their country. Another reason why I would like to venture into as well too, man, I think it's the dynamic of demographics. Demographics play a key part in this as well too.
Yeah, I said that earlier. I said it's because, black and brown, basically, they're not really covering it. And I think it was Dondrick that said it's an individualism in this country. Obviously, they love group activities. But I think that's something that, like I said, if they start reconnecting with their fan bases and cut out some of this diva activity, they could get that back. You know what I'm saying? Some, like we've always discussed, some have bigger fan bases than others, but that's just because they're more of the more notable names. But if you start from, like Dondra said, in your region, in your area, and you get to know and you connect with everyone else, like look at Javante, you know what I'm saying? Has the whole Baltimore behind him and other areas around the world, obviously. And fighting in different areas also helps that, you know what I'm saying? Get exposure to different people in different areas so they can start following you as well. But I think the coverage more or less it has to kind of bubble out of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It has to get back to mainstream. So.
Right. Hey, did you guys see that Calvin Ford, that clip where Turkey Al Sheikh and Calvin Ford were talking at that box bra sparring event? And Calvin Ford was talking to him about that. Like, hey, man, we're helping all the youth and we're doing all of these things. And it sounds like Turkey Al Sheikh might work with Calvin Ford, which I don't know. That might be kind of cool. Start funding.
Just because he's working with Calvin, don't mean he's gonna work with Tank.
Yeah, well, they're doing actually, and I said this, they actually are. That is amazing, and I know that Calvin is, you know what I'm saying, he's from the streets, so he knows, you know, if somebody's trying to play him or not. But they're doing, I think he said he wanted 13 of Calvin's amateurs or whatever to perform in like some sort of, I guess, round robin to see who gets to be on the undercard of Canelo versus Bud. So hopefully everything works out for that, because that'll be amazing for them to be put on the map that way as well, because like you said, it's going to be on Netflix. So
right. No, that is amazing. By the way, did you see some of that sparring, Jab Queen, on the box raw? Like they had some real killers in there. Kurt Scobie was in there. Yohan Lee Hernandez.
You know what? Are the twins working with them? Because I saw one of their commercials too, and I didn't know if they were with Calvin Ford. There's these two, oh my God, I always forget their damn names. They're 16-year-old twins now, but they started from like little kids. I remember seeing a video of them younger. They're
the Grady twins.
The Grady twins. Are they with Calvin?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't think they fight out of Philly.
Oh, okay. I thought they might have been at that tournament because I thought I saw a video of one of them. Maybe it cut, like, you know how your reels just run up and you don't realize it. Maybe it was that. But no, I didn't really get to see any of that footage. But shit, where can I watch it? Because I would love to watch it. I know Calvin does amazing.
It's on the Ring page. It's on the Ring page. It was a good event. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, that event was amazing. Like, because I was wondering who was going to actually come to spar, and then all of these, I was like, damn, that dude's ranked. They had Jaleel Hackett up in there. I was like, what?
Yeah, these guys are versus what's his name? We always want him to fight Boots. They're 47. Dang, why I can't remember his name right now.
I want to say it's like, was it Ellis? No,
yeah,
it's not Ellis. Oh, was it Rashidi Ellis? All right. Yeah.
Ellis versus, them two was going at it.
Yeah, like when I saw that sparring match, and you should watch it, Jab Queen. It was awesome. But when I saw that one sparring, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna go on Ring later and watch it.
Yeah. No. When I saw that sparring match, I was thinking in my head, you should just make this fight right now. You should just put this on the undercard of Canelo Crawford.
Yeah, that was a fight. And like people, it was some crazy stuff going on. Some of it was some cheap shots. Now, don't get me wrong.
Right. What'd you think of Kurt Scobie on the sparring when you saw it?
Was that the behind the head shot? Because I saw that.
Yeah, that was the behind the head shot. That was bullshit.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I saw that. Okay.
And then they had, I don't know if you guys caught it, but or Dondrick, I don't know if you caught it, but Ray Ito's Tsutsumi older brother, the guy who has a better pro. Yeah, he looks good, bro. I was like, damn, these kids, these Japanese, man, they're hella
they
good.
look good to a certain level. I'm not gonna tell y'all the weakness of the Japanese fighters, but they have a big weakness. And I'm not.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, Brian Norman kind of exposed the exact thing that happens. Although, do you think, like, you know how Shushu Carrington keeps calling out Naoya Inoue? Yeah, but I don't think Inoue's gonna really go up that high because the big fight for him is 60,000 in Tokyo Dome against Nakatani. But at 122 pounds, is there any American fighters that you could see beat Inoue?
Not 22, 26 now. It gets wicked. But 22 now.
Yeah.
What weight class is Bam Bam at?
Oh, 15. Yeah.
15. He about to go up to 18 because Junto moved up. He ain't trying to fight Junto.
No, he ain't trying to fight Junto. No. He don't want that smoke, man. He don't want that smoke. Not right now, at least. So, and honestly, actually, I didn't hear you talk about this yet, Jab Queen, but the Bam Rodriguez versus Fulilele Kafu fight, I'm hella interested in that fight because
that's rolling out this week because I was gonna do something on Pacquiao and Barrios after their little workout. I think their media thing is today or something like that in their press conference. I was gonna let them live and then I was gonna do Bam, but I'm on it.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, man, like I was talking about it on another podcast last night where I said, listen, man, everybody thinks Bam's just going to kill this guy. But the problem I can see is they already set Bam up for another fight with the other champion, Puma Martinez, in November.
On the 19th undercard, yep.
Yeah, so you know, how can this young man who's only 25 years old, like how can he concentrate? Because the guy he's fighting is undefeated from Africa who upset the Japanese champion. And if you watch the Fulilele Kafu fight against the former WBO champ, I'm forgetting his name right now. Sorry, I don't know if you might know Dondrick. I'm it's not in my head. But that fight was a banger. So Kafu's not about to just hand it to Bam. You know, this isn't one of those fights.
I got Bam winning, but Kafu ain't the way he looks right now. It's gonna be a good fight.
But you think Bam will come through? He's not gonna. Yeah, he's gonna fumble the bag.
If he's focused.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I was worried about is because the focus, man. I don't know. They kind of messed it up for Ryan and Haney, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's one thing that I don't like that Turkey does. He like announces all these fights, you know what I'm saying, plans for these guys instead of just kind of letting them focus. I mean, it's one thing to shove a microphone right in their face after a fight. It's another for them to have like all these scheduled fights and kind of that added pressure when they should be just focusing. But, you know, we'll see how it works out for him.
Well, did you see that during the tennis? You said, did you miss the Alberto Puello versus Subriel Matias fight, or did you actually get to watch that fight, Jab?
No, I caught that fight.
Okay, cool. So I thought Puello won, but you know, whatever, right?
I did too.
I thought Puello lost.
Oh, did you? Okay, Dondrick. So Dondrick, you thought Puello lost. Did you think he lost by a lot?
No, I think it was. I think it was a pick'em fight.
It was pick'em.
I think it went either way.
Okay. So here's the thing. See, 7-5. All right. So here's the thing, right? Dalton Smith was there, and I've been watching Dalton Smith since even like when he only had like 6 fights. So I know Dalton Smith's a killer. And when they announced that, I was like, oh, you're gonna let Subriel Matias fight this killer right away? Man, I don't know. Matias might be losing that belt.
Man, Dalton Smith gonna get knocked out. I'm telling you this now.
Dalton Smith is Matias is a killer himself, literally. So
Matias done killed somebody for real.
Yeah.
No, I know, but check it out. All right, check it out. I'll tell you my theory on why I think actually Matias is maybe he won't get stopped, but he'll lose. If you watch Dalton Smith, first of all, he's way younger, so he's even younger than Puello, right? So his age is there. He's not damaged at all, and if you look at his power, bro, he hits hard for real. So it might end up being a war, but Matias is 33 years old now. So that's one of them wars that, like, how many wars is Matias going to go through until it starts to show?
And let me tell you about Dalton. Dalton Smith has some holes. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but Dalton Smith probably going to get clipped. And it ain't, and I got to, and maybe it's me because I see the UK fighters and I see that if y'all ain't heavyweights, y'all get clipped real fast. And I'm seeing it. I can see the holes in his game. He's gonna get punched. Dalton,
all right.
Dalton Smith has the same holes as some other people, but I'm not gonna call. If I call out his holes, then if I say the other person, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. I like the take. I like the take. All right, Dondrick, that's cool, man. I like that you're watching all that UK boxing too, because there's a lot, man. They do tons of shows over there every week, so. That's awesome. But yeah, man, I do love the fact that we're just, I do, as a fan, I like that all these fights are coming ahead of time instead of us waiting for something to be, because there's already a full November card. And I heard that they're also about to announce Raymond Murataya versus Andy Cruz on that November card.
Yeah, I heard that too. We're waiting to see, but I heard some whispering about that. I ain't mad at that.
Shit. Yeah, that's already if that fight does happen, that's already 7 world title fights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight. I don't know who. I have to do more research because I want to pick Muratalla, but I seen holes in his game, and I think Andy's getting better. So it's a hard fight.
Andy's getting better for sure. Working with Bozy Enos up in Philly, he's starting to mix that Cuban style with that American style. I like it.
I like Andy Cruz. Why he's 42 years old, just now, what is he, just now making it to 12 rounders? I'll never understand. But I like Andy, and he definitely has progressively gotten better. His last fight, anyway, he looked a lot better to me than he did the fights a couple times before that. So, and he's with Bomac now, isn't he?
No, he's with Bozy Enos in Philly.
Oh, that's right, Bozy. I don't know why I said Bomac badass. Yeah, Bozy. I said Bozy, but I had I said Bomac, but I had Bozy's face in my head. I don't know why. Because he had a fight on that last card too, didn't he?
Yeah, he was so Andy Cruz's last fight he was the co-main event to Hitchens Kambosos in New York. And he scored a knockout. So and see, like that's another one right there, man. I like Richardson Hitchens. Me personally, I like him. I like his swagger. He but his boxing style, he kind of reminds me of Ike Cortez a little bit.
Reminds me of Devin Haney. He's good though. Richardson Hitchens.
Nah, he boxes better than Devin. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
He reminds me of Devin. He can box better. Yeah, he's
Devin
better,
has never been a boxer. Devin has always been a puncher. That they can't punch.
Puncher?
They can't punch.
Dondrick, have you been drinking?
No, he's a puncher who can't punch. So it looks like he's boxing, but he's really trying to fight you. But he's so pillow fisted. Don't do nothing.
So what Dondrick's saying is his mentality is a puncher, but he just doesn't have the hands to be a puncher.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, yeah. Is it just me or do he got little ass hands? Is it just me? That ain't look like he got little hands. Like when I look at his hands when he be shadow boxing, I'm like, damn, his hands look little. But Hitchens is pretty good. I wish they would have made that fight. I wouldn't mind watching him and Tio.
Yes. Now that would be an awesome fight,
man. Tio ducking everybody. Bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that fight. We got to get Gary Antoine back in there too.
Yeah, I like Gary Antoine also.
Which I think rematch. Yeah, I think a rematch with who was that? Puello, right?
Yeah, he lost it to Puello, but I don't know if he would do it now because Puello just lost.
I think he's supposed to be fighting Hiroka.
Oh, that's a good fight. Yeah? Andy Hiroka?
I heard that through the grapevine, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah. Now, do you think he'd do that in Japan so he can get more money? Because in Japan, they pay you.
It was supposed to be on undercard, a tank fight. But.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I heard that.
Okay.
His brother's coming back too. He got a fight coming up on package.
Yeah, he's on the free. That's a good card. The free prelims already on YouTube. He's the main event. Gary Russell Jr. is the main event on the prelim. Yeah, on the free one for YouTube. But that whole card, it's got that prelim card has Mark Magsayo, the former 130 champion. It's got a bronze medalist. It's a great card up and down. It's awesome. I don't know. I mean, I don't like the price, man. Y'all see that it's still $80? I'm like, you guys got to start dropping that pay-per-view price, man. The zone don't be charging that much no more. Like
bullshit. They just charge $60 for that goddamn card on Saturday, and you got to have the DAZN subscription. It's not like if you got the DAZN subscription, you could watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's that plus the damn $60.
But it's the same with Amazon though. With Amazon, you still have to have the subscription.
No, you don't have to have the subscription on Amazon to watch.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Now I was gonna say, Jab Queen, when I buy the pay-per-views, I don't usually I only paid $47 because I do the bundle. So I paid $94 so that I could see the Usyk. So because I definitely want to see Usyk Dubois. Who do you think is gonna win that one, Jab Queen? Usyk versus Dubois. Dubois, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so glad he's back and away from the Saudi. I was looking for him for a long time. I was like, where is he? Because remember, he got sick over there too.
Yes, that's right. And the same thing that happened to Schofield or something like that. I don't know exactly, but yeah, that's why he didn't fight Parker.
Same thing that happened to Schofield. Yeah, that's why he didn't fight Parker. I don't know if it was the same thing that happened in Schofield, but I know he got sick over there too, and so did Madrimov. But Madrimov was still able to fight.
Right. Something's going on. It's the water. I don't know. Something's going on.
I don't know if it's the time difference, the water, the food. I don't know what the hell.
So it could be a lot. It's germs in different places just gonna make you sick. Most places, when I go somewhere for vacation, I don't like to go for a week because a lot of times you might get sick.
Really?
Right.
I can only go for a week because how else you gonna get the full experience if you don't stay?
I mean, I don't like to go on for just a week because a lot of times the first couple of days you could be sick.
Yeah. About to say I can't do less than a week because what the hell I'm going for?
Yeah, true.
Does that include Vegas though, Jab Queen?
Nah, Vegas. Vegas.
Yeah, you ain't coming to Vegas for a week. You're probably coming here for a couple of days.
Yeah, I heard it's super hot in Vegas. That's the place I
have. Oh, it's hot as hell. Jab Queen, it's 1:15 right now. It's hot as hell.
Right. What time is it there?
It is 2:45 in the afternoon.
So yeah, 3 hours behind. Damn it. And it's 110. What time do it cool down out there?
Oh, the worst time to come to Vegas is July and August. The absolute worst, because our high, and we haven't hit it yet, but I will guarantee you, Jab Queen, in the next maybe week or so, we're going to get to 120 and 122. That's what it was last year.
Oh my
120 and 122. But so at nighttime, like even last night at like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., it was 109 outside. So it's fuck that. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's hot here. It's hot. But if you ever do come, like if you plan on coming for Canelo Crawford, that's the best weather. It's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too cold. It's not too hot. It's cool. That's the best time to come to Vegas. If you come in September, you're going to be like, oh, I'm glad I came.
But it'll still be like warm.
No, it'll be. I'd say probably September, probably 8. And we're starting to get to the 80s at that point. 80,
so it'll still be hot. That's hot to me.
Well, no. I mean, I'm talking about 80s, like in the middle of the day, and then it goes down to 70s, into 70s. So yeah, because when it finally gets cold here, then it's cold. Not East Coast cold, but you know what I'm saying. It's cold because it's the desert. But yeah, no. September is the best time. Yeah, are you guys gonna try to come here for that fight or no?
I'm gonna see what they got going on. If I start planning now, I should be able to do it because I'm glad. I'm glad you told me what the weather looking like. I hate being hot, man.
Yeah, you don't want to go right now because, like, bro,
it's dry heat. It's like dry heat.
Yes. You go outside and you back. Yeah, I'm going back inside. I'm not. That's the reason why the hotels make so much money in the summer.
That's where you at too, Don?
Nah, I've just visited. I was down there I go down there like I've been down there 5 times.
Oh my goodness.
My dad stayed there for a while, and I was in the military, so that's what we went. We went on.
Oh, there you go.
4 years out, man. No, it's hot.
Yeah. And then the other thing too, you gotta know when you're planning, Jab Queen, is when you come here, don't get fooled into the you shouldn't be buying your food or any of that shit around where you're at because everybody thinks Vegas is that where the casinos is at. We don't, the locals, man, nobody goes there. It's a tourist trap. Everybody knows that if you want to get the best foods for the best prices or the best this or the best that, you got to get out of that area. And and everything is only within 15 minutes away anyways. Oh, okay. So why are you going to sit there, for example, and eat food at your hotel when you can literally go to a really good spot for less money, 15 minutes away?
I heard Vegas ain't but a strip anyway.
No, that's so wrong.
No,
No,
Vegas has a lot of spots, bro.
no. I'm gonna put it to you this way: since what's happened to California, a majority of the people that moved are all either from all these different places, and they turned, So don't think of the Strip, but 30 minutes surrounding the Strip is this entire community of all these different groups. Like you might eat some of the best, Italian food or Chinese food or Greek food. Like you might experience some of the best foods here just because all these people moved. They were like, no, fuck that. Then they moved away from where they were at and then they came here. And it's much easier to buy property here. Really? Easy. Yeah, much easier. Okay. Well, you can look into it, but yeah, you'll see that because there's so much land and then they keep building. But yeah, you got to think of cities like, so here that like hotel, where we call it the Strip, but the Strip area, that's actually, since you're real estate, it's called Paradise, Nevada. So it's not even called Las Vegas because they have their own little tax code in that little 2-mile radius, or that 2-mile strip. That's called Paradise. Outside of that is called Las Vegas. And then what's connected to Las Vegas is a city called Henderson. So that's kind of where I'm at, right? And if you look at Henderson, I think Henderson is bigger than one of the cities in Ohio. It's one of the bigger cities.
That's where Devin Haney from, because he ain't
I was
from
just
Vegas.
about to say, ain't that where he from? Henderson,
Yeah, he from
Nevada?
Henderson.
Yeah, so a lot of those guys, they live in an area where it's kind of closer to the mountains, and then it's got like its own security and it's got its own gate. Because
That's where Oscar live too, ain't it, Don?
Yeah, Oscar lives up here now. And then there's a lot of Raider football players that live up here. So, like I said, man, like if you guys are gonna stay at a hotel, you should look into the ones outside of the Strip, because you might find it not only to be much better but much cheaper than what you're gonna pay when you're in the Strip, anyways. So there's like the Station casinos here that are beautiful, or the M Hotel, that's beautiful. So, like I said, man, it's different. It's an actual city. Like this whole area is an actual city, but everybody always makes it feel like if you don't live here, they make you think that it's only where the hotels are at. It's like, nah, man, nobody goes there. Locals don't go there. So.
All right, y'all. So we can go ahead and do closing thoughts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My closing thoughts is make boxing great.
Okay, T.O.
All right. Thanks, Andre. No, my closing thoughts is you guys are awesome. Thank you, Jab Queen. Keep doing what you do. I'll be listening again. And no, thank you, man. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, Raz. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, child. All right, child. Thank you so much. Up ahead some hello voice. He will be live again tomorrow at his regular time. So he will see you guys then, and y'all know where to catch me on a panel, baby. I'm gone.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple off Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me sucking monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason.